Chapter 1098. Half an hour later, Yinji returned to his room wrapped in a bath towel. At this time, little Chi also changed into her nightgown. You sleep first. I'll go wash up. Yinji nodded slightly. He couldn't bear to break the warm atmosphere at this moment, so he pulled away the blanket and lay on the bed. Little Chi went into the bathroom to freshen up. A moment later, she returned to the bedroom and naturally lay down beside Yinji. At that moment, Yinji had already fallen into a deep sleep. Because of the cold and the rain, he did not have the extra energy to wait for little Chi to come out of the bathroom. Little Chi lay on her side on the bed and looked at the man. Then, she slowly pulled him into her arms. Sleep well. When you wake up tomorrow, everything will be over. The next morning, the sun was shining brightly. Yinji woke up from his bed and found that the room was empty. Little Chi was nowhere to be seen. Yinji quickly got up to look for her, but when he opened the door, he saw Ji Chu guarding the door. Brother He, why are you so anxious? Are you looking for sister-in-law? Where is she? Yinji asked as he put on his coat. I've already sent her to school. Ji Chu replied with a smile. Yinji looked up and realized that it was already 10 in the morning. It was fine as long as she didn't leave his side. Yinji breathed a sigh of relief. Brother Yang has called several times. There's something that needs you to deal with. Ji Chu handed the phone to Yinji. Brother Nan, it's the opposite. When Yinji heard this news, he didn't have much of an expression. If it weren't for Brother Nan's subordinates leaking his information, Auntie Hong and Grandma wouldn't have died. Brother Yang wants you to deal with this matter properly and then take over all of Brother Nan's territories. I have my own plans for this matter. Yinji took the phone and put it in his trouser pocket. I'm going to see Brother Yang. Go and do something for me. Hang up the house in Lushan and deal with it. Okay. Ji Chu also didn't want Yinji to keep reminiscing about the past. Then tonight, will you personally pick up sister-in-law? Yinji raised his head and looked at Ji Chu coldly. His meaning was self-evident. He was meddling too much. Ji Chu shrunk his neck and didn't dare to ask about his boss's private affairs anymore. It was noon at Jianchuan High School. Yanzhen and Bian Qi were having lunch in the school canteen. Seeing that Xiao Xiao was distracted, Yanzhen leaned on her arm and blinked at her. Have you been with Yinji for the past few days? Yes, I'll stay at his house, little Qi said bluntly. Then you guys, what are you thinking? His grandmother is gone. Do you think he has the mind to think about anything else? Little Qi rolled her eyes at Yanzhen. He's a gangster. What can't he think? Yanzhen snorted. So, you've completely forgiven him. Little Qi didn't say anything because she was also asking herself in her heart. Was her anger gone just like that? A moment later, she decisively answered Yanzhen, it's gone. In this world, apart from life and death, everything else was trivial. Yinji did not betray her, nor did he play with her. Since she could not let go of Yinji, why should she hold on to the past? You're too easy to talk to. Yanzhen pouted. After all, little Qi had been in pain for 5 years. Wrong. Although she had calmed down, it did not mean that she would not punish Yinji. Little Qi thought so. She had plenty of ways to deliberately punish that bastard. Chapter 1099. At this moment, the business at Water Night was booming. Brother Yang had arranged to meet Yinji at the nightclub. At this moment, the two of them were already sitting in the private room. Brother Yang, who dominated both the underworld and the underworld, naturally had women on his left and right. He had a cigar in his mouth, just like a big shot. Your grandmother just passed away. I didn't want to disturb your rest, but Nan is really too unconscious. All these years, I've been protecting him in the underworld and letting him live a good life. I didn't expect him to still have second thoughts. Yenji, tell me, how can a person's heart be so greedy? What do you want to do, Brother Yang? Yenji sat down on the sofa. He directly bypassed Brother Yang's words. Brother Yang pointed at him with his cigar and smiled. You're still like this. It's impossible to talk to you. Nan had some grudges with you before. I know. This time, I'll give you a chance to collect the debt. If you win, all his territories will belong to you. I'll vent my anger. Otherwise, people in the underworld will say that I can't even teach a subordinate well. Understood, Yenji said succinctly. I'll give you news in 3 days. You're leaving just like that? I'm going to pick someone up, Yenji stood up and answered. Brother Yang smiled meaningfully. Among the few subordinates around him, Yenji was the only one with a bright future. On one hand, he had the ability, and on the other hand, he knew how to change the background. However, Brother Yang also knew very well that this person was also the most dangerous person. Whether he was a sharp weapon or a stumbling block, it all depended on how the person who had him used it. At 6:00 in the afternoon, Yenji was wearing a brown windbreaker and driving the Xing family's extended sedan. He was waiting for little Qi to finish class at the entrance of Jianchuan High School. Compared to his appearance a few days ago, Yenji today actually made people feel more lonely and distressed. After all, his closest relative had passed away. It was rare for his face to be haggard. People kept coming in and out of the school, especially the girls. Naturally, their screams were endless. However, this did not include the old witch who used to be Yenji's form teacher. She walked in front of Yenji with a textbook in her hand. She pushed the glasses on the bridge of her nose and asked Yenji, "Are you still receiving education?" "I'm just messing around," Yenji replied lightly. What a pity. After saying these 3 words, the old witch walked around the Xing family's car and left Yenji's line of sight with her head held high. According to her, Yenji was so smart. He really shouldn't be such a hooligan. No matter what line of work he chose, he could still be at the top. Yenji didn't care at all. Because he remembered who he was and what he was doing. That was enough. Soon, little Qi and Yanjin walked out of the school gate. This time, Yanjin leaned on little Qi's arm. Do you have the heart to punish such a devilish appearance? See you later. Little Qi winked at her and walked to Yenji's side. Where are you going today? I'll send you back to the Xing family. Your parents are back, Yenji said as he opened the car door. I won't. Little Qi refused as she got into the car. I want to continue staying in the hotel with you. There's no need for that. You have the final say and I have the final say. Little Qi asked. Yenji, your parents will ask about you. Moreover, it's against the rules for you to sleep with me. Yenji closed the car door, looking very mature. Your rules or mine? Little Qi asked again. Yenji, don't think that I'll let you off so easily. I haven't settled the score with you yet. Then, I'll take you cross-country in the mountains first. Then, we'll watch the stars on the mountain. We'll go back to the hotel in the middle of the night and let you do whatever you want. Are you satisfied with this arrangement? Yenji consciously offered the program menu. Chapter 1100. Thinking of the motorcycle that she had thrown away, little Qi shook her head. I'm not going. I've already thrown the car away. Yenji was speechless. He started the car and took little Qi to the place where the two of them used to date 5 years ago. The narrow path had now become a wide road. The car is still there, but the road is different, Yenji said calmly. It seems that I have to find another way to make my little wife happy. In that case, do me the honor of having dinner. Aren't you a big shot? Why are you asking me? Little Chi looked like she was waiting to be dominated. Yenji looked at little Chi from the rearview mirror and smiled silently. Then, he brought her back to the hotel and into the parking lot. Unexpectedly, after getting out of the car, little Chi saw the motorcycle that she had thrown at the hotel a few days ago. You saw me. Yenji curled the corners of his lips slightly and leaned against the front of the car. With a hint of self-deprecation, he said, "If there's anything else in the hotel that attracts my attention, it's you. It's just that when you left, the car wasn't there anymore." My heart tightened. Because when you came, riding it made my heart beat violently. I searched the parking lot and found this little thing. Little Chi's actions at that time made him feel as if he had been on a roller coaster twice that day. Watching her ride the bike, he knew that she still had him in her heart. Seeing her abandon the car, he was terrified that she was about to give up on him. Fortunately, it was not too late. "Since you care so much, why can't you hold back from looking for me?" Little Chi turned her head and stared at Yenji as she asked seriously. "How do you know that I haven't looked for you?" Yenji asked naturally. Little Chi was stunned. "Don't say anything else. Let's go up and eat. The hotel should be ready." Yenji was afraid that little Chi would feel burdened, so he deliberately looked at his watch and then stood up to hold her hand. However, little Chi's attention was still on Yenji's words. She really wanted to know when he had appeared by her side. The two of them got into the elevator and soon arrived at the top floor of the hotel. Little Chi followed Yenji into the hotel restaurant. At this time, Chi-Chu came up to them. "Brother He, sister-in-law. Go down and rest. Just keep an eye on what I told you," Yenji said calmly. "Understood." Looking at the entire restaurant, there were only Yenji and Ming-Chi. This should be the result of booking the entire restaurant. Yenji was the first to pull out a chair at one end of the dining table. Then, he reminded little Chi, "What happened? I don't like these fancy things." Little Chi suddenly said very seriously, "Yenji, there are too many mysteries about you that I can't understand. These things have always been intertwined in my heart. Do you think I'm in the mood to sit down and eat slowly with you? You have to know that if you don't plan to be completely honest with me, then no matter what we do, my mind will only be filled with the pain of your disappearance. We are separated by hearts. Other than being careful and sensitive, there is nothing else. I'm already past the age where a little girl needs to be coaxed, boss He. You should think about it carefully first." Yenji pursed his lips. His expression was a little complicated, mixed with a trace of sadness. He didn't know that little Chi had matured to this extent. "We have to eat first, right? If it's this, I'd rather eat a bowl of noodles on the street." After saying that, little Chi turned around and left. Yenji smiled helplessly and followed closely behind. Chapter 11:01. Little Chi's footsteps were very fast. She didn't stop no matter how much she was shouted at. Yenji immediately became domineering. He directly went forward and hugged her by the waist. Then, he used his fastest speed to return to the hotel room. Little Chi struggled in his arms, but Yenji threw her on the bed. "Don't move. Let go of me." The two of them spoke at the same time, their noses touching. Even when they had slept in the same bed 2 nights ago, the two of them had never been so close. "I'm not telling you not because I don't want to. I just don't know where to start. Also, I just want to use my actions to tell you what I really think. Little one, isn't it more reliable to do it than to say it?" In such an ambiguous position, he was still talking about doing it or not. Little Chi immediately let her imagination run wild. Get out of the way first. Yenji admired Little Chi's feminine side and suddenly smiled. Are you shy? How can you not blush when you're being pressed down like this? I shouldn't be if I'm being pressed down by you. Yenji moved his body away from her. However, halfway through, he used his hand to hold Little Chi's softness. You're developing well. Yenji. Little Chi instantly exploded. This time, Yenji laughed out loud. Then, he sat on the bed and pulled Little Chi into his arms. You'll be mine sooner or later. Why are you so angry? Little Chi leaned against that hard chest and couldn't break free no matter how hard she tried. She had clearly trained in combat skills over the years, but she didn't have much of an advantage over Yenji. I'll slowly tell you what happened after I left Jianchuan because it's too long and too torturous. However, for the past 5 years, I've thought of a way to visit you at the school gate every 3 months, but you've never seen me. Little Chi immediately deflated and hugged Yenji instead. What if I like someone else? Quietly, solve it, Yenji answered directly, but there was a hint of sharpness in his words. I mean, I've changed my mind. Little Chi reiterated the main point of her question. Then I'll lock you up. No matter how many years it takes, I want you to fall in love with me again. After Yenji said that, he stroked Little Chi's head a few times. Alright, aren't you hungry? I ordered 2 bowls of noodles. I'm going to clean up and change my clothes. You said my parents are back. Little Chi suddenly asked as she watched Yenji get up. Yes. Yenji took off his windbreaker and nodded. How did you convince my dad to be so biased towards you? Could it be that he favors men over women? Little Chi was puzzled. Didn't other fathers-in-law make things difficult for their son-in-law? Don't doubt your father's concern for you. That's because he knows very well that I'm the only one you really want. Yenji smiled confidently at Little Chi. Then when will you officially visit my family? Little Chi got out of bed and followed behind Yenji. I want to ask you first. Does your family mind being a gangster? Little Chi, if your family mind, what do you plan to do? Yenji looked at Little Chi with interest and asked. Whether they agree or not, I'll definitely follow a fierce big boss like you. My family has all kinds of jobs, but there's no gangster gang. Yenji, Little Chi knew that she had won the round and smiled sweetly. However, it was her smile that Yenji suddenly held her cheek and kissed her fiercely. I'll let you be proud. Chapter 1102. Little Chi's face and ears were flushed from the kiss. She finally pushed the culprit a few steps away. Don't kiss me after smoking. Yenji grabbed her arm and pulled her closer to him. He looked at her intently. Do you know how dangerous you are now? Yenji. Without my parents' consent, don't even think about having any physical relationship with you. After Yenji heard this, he turned his head and shook his shoulders. He laughed in a low voice. Xiao Wan, so I didn't know that you had already thought so far ahead. Little Chi was speechless. Yenji saw that she was speechless, so he sat on the sofa and pulled Little Chi onto his legs. But you owe me a lot of kisses. According to what you said, you can kiss once a day from the age of 16. Think about it yourself, how many times do you owe me? Little Chi leaned against Yenji's chest and smelled the smell of the cigar on his body. She was a little unconvinced. That's what you missed. It has nothing to do with me. I didn't smoke. I was just talking to Brother Yang in the afternoon. He stuffed a cigar into my mouth, but I didn't light it. I didn't expect you to be so sensitive to the smell, Yenji explained calmly as he hugged her. Little Chi's heart was pounding. This was because their posture was too ambiguous. However, even though she knew that this couldn't go on, she still couldn't bear to leave Yenji's arms. She didn't know if it was because of their tacit understanding, but the atmosphere between the two of them became more and more ambiguous. Especially when their gazes met, their lips unknowingly pressed together again. This time, it was gentle and lingering. It was long and soft, allowing little Chi to experience what a real kiss was. The two of them sucked up all the oxygen in each other's chests. When little Chi couldn't breathe, Yenji reluctantly let her go. "I can't continue, huh? I'm afraid I can't help it." Little Chi placed her head on Yenji's shoulder, and the two of them hugged each other calmly and warmly. How many years had it been? Today, the scene that she had dreamed of could finally be realized in reality. Little Chi couldn't wait to walk into Yenji's life and soul. This time, she wouldn't allow him to escape again. And the best way to tie Yenji up was responsibility. The two of them cuddled in the room for a long time, but this beautiful scene was quickly broken by Ji Chu's knocking on the door. "Brother He, something happened." Yenji and Midnight looked at the door at the same time. Then, little Chi got up from Yenji's lap. "Go." Yenji got up from the sofa and caressed little Chi's head. "Wash up and sleep first. I'll be back later." "Will he come back?" Little Chi asked carefully. "Of course." Yenji's expression was firm. "This time, I won't leave your side even if I die." Little Chi nodded and pointed at the door with her chin. "Go." Yenji picked up his coat again and quickly walked out the door. Little Chi watched the two of them disappear and could only adapt to the sudden silence in the room as soon as possible. How could she miss a certain someone after being apart for only a second? Little Chi sat down on the sofa. However, before she could think about anything else, Master Xiao called. Little Chi suddenly felt embarrassed as if she had been caught in the act. She had clearly agreed to go home at night. However, she still picked up the phone and said in a coquettish tone, "Dad." Chapter 1103. Why? Do you still see me as your father? Master Xiao's tone was unclear. It was obvious that he was quite dissatisfied with Yenji not sending little Chi home. I'll be back later. I'll be back tonight. Little Chi scratched her head and her rationality began to return. What time? 10 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Or 5 o'clock in the morning. Ha! Master Xiao's tone rose slightly. It's not like that, Dad. Yenji went out to do something. I'm staying in the hotel alone. I just want him to see me when he comes back. Now that he's alone, I don't want him to lose his sense of security, Little Chi answered sincerely. If you don't believe me, you can send Uncle Su over to watch me. Your Uncle Su also has his own things to do. Master Xiao's tone softened. In terms of feelings, Little Chi had combined his and Mu Chi-Chi's temperament. Master Xiao could understand this. Dad, before 2 o'clock. I'll leave the lights on for you. This was already Master Xiao's biggest concession. After all, he knew that Yenji had lost his grandmother. Got it, Dad. You're the best. After obtaining Master Xiao's understanding, Little Chi was relieved. She did not know what Yenji was doing at the moment. Was he really fighting on the streets like in the movies? At that moment, Yenji was rushing to the dock of Jianchuan. We captured Brother Nan's right-hand man and forced him to the dock. However, Brother Nan asked to see you. Otherwise, he would detonate the homemade bomb on his body to lure the police out. He came prepared. So, as long as he sees me, he'll be willing to surrender. Yenji's gaze was cold and even a trace of impatience. Where is he now? On the broken boat. Yenji got out of the car and straightened his windbreaker. His expression was dignified and sharp, and he had the air of a big shot. Brother he, his subordinates bowed and made way for this ruthless character. Unlike in front of little Chi, Yenji had quite a bit of prestige in the underworld. He never took people's lives, but he would definitely make them suffer a fate worse than death. Everyone knew that the person who had offended him had been chased by him for a year or two. In the end, because he couldn't stand Yenji's revenge, he went to the police station and surrendered himself, admitting that he had killed someone back then. Brother he's on the boat, but it's very dangerous. Yenji waved his hand and motioned for everyone to leave. We've known each other for a while. Since he wants to see me, I'll let him see me. But his subordinates were worried about his safety. Ji Chu hurriedly stopped his little brother. This kind of matter, brother he naturally knew what to do. Yenji was wearing shiny brown leather shoes. Unlike the slovenly image of the other big shots who were nouveau riche, he would clean himself up every day. He was meticulous, and his taste in clothes was completely like an English gentleman. Yenji walked onto the broken ship and saw Brother Nan sitting in the cabin. His eyes were filled with fear. Don't come over, or I'll light it up. Brother Nan held a lighter and revealed the explosives tied to his waist to threaten Yenji. Yenji did not go any further. He just squatted on the deck and looked at Brother Nan. Do you know what happened to the people who asked to see me in the past few years? Brother Nan's throat rolled and he was sweating profusely. Yenji, back then, I was kind to you. Why did you repay my kindness with enmity? A favor. Yenji snorted. Chapter 1104. What a huge favor. You killed 2 of my family members in a row. You can't blame this on me. I didn't know that I would be betrayed, Brother Nan quickly explained. I didn't know anything about what happened back then. I didn't know that the other party would take such extreme revenge on you. Your subordinates have already told me everything. Yenji smiled coldly. The other party asked for peace and gave you 10 territories, but you sold me out. Isn't that the case? Brother Nan's face turned pale, and his hands began to tremble. You. Can't you let me go? Let you go. Yenji seemed to have lost his patience and stood up. You really disappoint me. I thought that since you betrayed Brother Yang and wanted to set up your own business, you wouldn't be so weak. I didn't expect you to be so easily frightened. Alright, I've seen your ugly face. If you want to light a fire, then light it. Or should I ask my subordinates to help you? Anyway, this is the dock, and it's a broken boat. Even if it catches fire, no one will think that there are people on it. After saying that, Yenji turned around and jumped onto the shore. Yenji, what I am today will be your tomorrow in the future. This was Brother Nan's last advice to Yenji. I'll never be able to be like you. After saying that, Yenji walked up to his subordinates and instructed, old rules. Don't kill anyone. Punish them as you should. From then on, Auntie Hong and the old lady's grudge could be considered to have been avenged. As for his future path, he knew what kind of choice he was making. He would not go wrong, nor would he go astray. Brother you've worked hard. Go back and rest. Count the number of territories in this bastard's hands and show them to Brother Yang. Before Yenji got into the car, he instructed Ji Chu, I don't like these things. It's useless to keep them. Got it. Ji Chu nodded. Soon, the originally calm sea erupted into flames. Yenji glanced at it indifferently. He had absolute trust in his subordinates. When he returned to the hotel, it was almost 10 o'clock at night. Yenji looked at his wristwatch and frowned slightly. He didn't know if the little girl was asleep. Thinking of this, Yenji was eager to return. The moment he opened the door, He was even a little surprised because the lights in the room were still on. She was waiting for him. "You're back." Little Chi got up from the sofa. "Yeah, why aren't you sleeping yet?" Yenji took off his coat and hung it at the side. Moreover, looking at Little Chi's appearance, she hadn't washed up yet. "My dad called and asked me to go home. Since you're back safely now, send me home." Little Chi raised the phone in her hand and said. Yenji was stunned for a moment. He suddenly understood Little Chi's intention. She always waited for him to come back before leaving because she didn't want him to feel lonely in the room. Little Chi. She. He. Little. He. Little. He. I. Young, Little Chi hugged him back and thought for a few seconds. Then, she asked, "Why don't we say that you're injured and I want to take care of you? Then do I have to hang my arm up tomorrow?" Yenji was finally amused and let go of Little Chi. "Now is not the time. Wait for me, to come back and let you stay by my side for the night." Chapter 11:05. At 11:00 at night, Little Chi stepped into the house. However, she closed the door carefully, looking a little guilty. Xing Xiao was serving Mu Chi, who had gone to the police station after returning to China. The couple sat at the dining table and turned to look at their daughter with a meaningful look in their eyes. "You still know to come back." Xing Xiao snorted faintly. Then, he looked at his pocket watch and realized that it was still early, so he didn't say anything else. Mu Chi didn't reprimand Little Chi. She just smiled as she ate. "You're like me back then. If you weren't like you back then, I would have thrown you out long ago." Little Chi was speechless. "Why don't you try?" Mu Chi frowned and contradicted Xing Xiao. "Do you think it's easy for you to get a daughter when you're old?" Little Chi secretly laughed and then quietly went back to her room. It was useless to be envious because it was her parents' love, and her bond was in the hotel at the moment. She didn't know when she would be able to stay by Yenji's side. The next day, Little Chi woke up to go to school. Unexpectedly, Tang Xiaobao came to the banyan courtyard to see her. "You have to go to school too, right? Why are you at my house so early in the morning?" Little Chi couldn't help but ask when she saw his serious expression. "Let's talk on the way." Tang Xiaobao stuffed the milk into Little Chi's arms and directly dragged her out. "Tang Xiaobao, I know Yenji is back." Tang Xiaobao paused and suddenly said, "I also know that he's in the underworld now. Girl, you know that I hate criminals the most in my life. Do you still want to be involved with him?" Little Chi stopped in her tracks and suddenly couldn't say anything. 5 years ago, this bastard hurt you once. Do you still want to bump into him now?" Tang Xiaobao looked Little Chi in the eyes and asked. He had also become handsome. He had inherited his father's style. He was tough, sunny, and full of righteousness. He was really popular with girls. "Xiaobao, although I don't know what to say, Yenji and I are different from what you think. He's not the kind of person you think he is," Little Chi explained calmly. Little Chi explained calmly, "I know that Uncle Tang is the chief of the police station. You've been influenced by him since you were young, so it's impossible for you to take him seriously. However, he's the person I like. As long as I believe that he didn't do anything wrong, I don't care who he is." After hearing Little Chi's words, Tang Xiaobao let go of her right hand because he suddenly felt that the little girl in front of him was so unfamiliar. He didn't know when it started, but the two of them had a conflict in their worldview. Tang Xiaobao would never be with a gang member, but Little Chi told him that she didn't care at all. "Where is Uncle Xiao? Doesn't he care? My father naturally wants me to be happy." "Crazy, Are you all crazy? Tang Xiaobao suddenly became agitated. What are you all thinking? What was Uncle Xiao thinking? Is he trying to push you into the fire pit? When little Qi saw Tang Xiaobao's expression, she wanted to try to make him understand. However, when the words were on the tip of her tongue, she felt that it was unnecessary because everyone had their own position. Tang Xiaobao's heart was very conflicted and uncomfortable because he didn't know how to face his sister walking on the crooked path. Therefore, he held little Qi's shoulder and persuaded her earnestly, "Little Qi, I really don't want to see you jump into the fire pit. Don't fall for it anymore, okay? We can still find a better one." Chapter 1106. It seems that you haven't had enough of that fight back then. A male voice suddenly came from behind the two of them. Little Qi turned around and saw He Yanji pulling her to his side, his entire body full of possessiveness. "Didn't you disappear 5 years ago? Why are you still pestering my sister?" When Tang Xiaobao saw He Yanji, his eyes were spitting fire and he was furious. "Don't you know that you're a hooligan? Do you still want to jump over the dragon gate? Get in the car first." He Yanji didn't want to make things difficult for little Qi, so he pushed little Qi to Ji-Chu. Although little Qi was worried, it was indeed not appropriate for her to stay for long because it would only add fuel to the fire. Therefore, she followed Ji-Chu into the car. Outside the car, the atmosphere between the two men seemed to be at loggerheads. "Let's find another time to fight. You like it anyway." He Yanji handed the contact information to Tang Xiaobao. "Okay, I'll wait for you." Tang Xiaobao accepted He Yanji's letter of challenge and turned to look at little Qi before turning to leave. He Yanji smiled faintly. He didn't take Tang Xiaobao's anger to heart because he knew very well that this man's surname Tang only wanted to protect Lil Wan. Then, He Yanji returned to the car and handed another breakfast to little Qi. "I'll send you to school. Don't tell me the two of you are going to fight again." Little Qi reached out to take the breakfast and felt a headache. Women shouldn't ask about the private matters between men. He Yanji didn't intend to answer this question and let Ji-Chu set off because he still had a few important matters to deal with. Little Qi looked at the two breakfasts in her arms and shook her head. Forget it. Anyway, this person knew his limits, so she didn't need to worry about it. However, there were some things that she still needed to express. You also know that the Tang family has been police officers for generations. The most difficult thing to hide is their righteousness. Tang Xiaobao is also worried about me. If you really have any conflict, don't go too far, okay? Aren't you worried that the one being beaten up will be me? He Yanji opened the milk for little Qi and inserted the straw. "I'm not worried. In my heart, you're the winner." Little Qi answered matter-of-factly. He Yanji felt very comfortable, so he put his arm around her shoulder and pulled her into his arms. "By the way, other than your parents, who else do you want to get approval from?" Little Qi squinted slightly and asked He Yanji, "Anyone. I will try my best to satisfy you. You're just a gangster." "What are you talking about? It's not that important." "It's fine as long as I like you," Little Qi answered He Yanji straightforwardly and domineeringly. He Yanji chuckled and stroked Little Qi's hair. This little girl's boyfriend was too easy to be. Soon, the two of them arrived at the school gate. However, before little Qi could get out of the car, He Yanji reached out and grabbed her. "After school in the afternoon, don't run around. I'll pick you up." "Where to?" "Go back to the hotel and do your homework," He Yanji said with a hidden meaning. Little Qi glanced at him and snorted. But for some reason, she actually looked forward to that moment. Because she wanted to kiss He Yanji, in all kinds of positions, in all kinds of places, just thinking about that scene would make one blush. Don't go astray. It's just limited to kissing. She was an obedient, decent girl. Chapter 1107. On the other side, after Tang Xiaobao returned to school, he couldn't really trust little Qi. Especially when he looked at He Yanji's business card. What kind of future could he have with such a gang member? Therefore, after class, Tang Xiaobao called his father. "Dad, there's something I want to ask of you." Tang Yan was now the chief of the bureau, so he was naturally strict with his son. In his impression, Tang Xiaobao had never asked for his father's help, so he couldn't find a reason to refuse. "Go ahead. Can you do a good investigation on He Yanji? He's a gangster, but he has a close relationship with little Qi. I don't want little Qi to regret it after being hurt. If this person has committed a crime, you must tell me immediately." He Yanji. Hearing these 3 words, Tang Yan was interested. He doesn't have a criminal record, but he has performed meritorious deeds. How is that possible? Tang Xiaobao scoffed on the other side of the phone. "It's nothing. I'll keep an eye out." Tang Yan stopped the topic and comforted his son. Tang Xiaobao didn't notice anything else, so he simply hung up. However, on the other end of the phone, Tang Yan's eyes were deep and hidden. He Yanji was an interesting person. The younger generation would surpass the older. Speaking of little Qi, it was a critical moment for the college entrance examination. However, as the daughter of the richest man in Jianchuan, it seemed that little Qi didn't need to worry about the future. When Yan Zhen saw this, she was very envious. "How good would it be if I were you? No matter how many points you score in the exam, your family has a gold mine. Speaking of which, do you really not have any job in particular that you want to do?" "I want to be a big shots woman," little Qi answered with a book in her hand. "Screw you. You're already one now. I'm asking a serious question." Yan Zhen didn't know whether to laugh or cry. She leaned on little Qi's arm. "Think about it carefully. Otherwise, what's the point of living?" After hearing Yan Zhen's words, little Qi thought about it seriously for a moment and then fell into deep thought. There are only 2 months left before the college entrance examination. It seems that it's too late. Little Qi thought about it carefully. Ever since she was born, she had never had any ambitions. She didn't have her mother's dedication, nor did she have her father's extreme intelligence. What was she living for? Little Qi thought about it all afternoon, but there was no answer until she saw He Yanji at the school gate. He Yanji opened the car door and saw that she was absent-minded, so he waited until she got in the car before asking, "What are you thinking about? You're so engrossed." I'm going to take the college entrance examination soon, but I don't know what to do in the future." Little Qi replied in distress, "I seem to be very ordinary and can't do anything big." After He Yanji heard this, he understood. It turned out that his little girl was distressed because of this. "Lil Wan, actually, you are the cleverest and smartest girl I've ever met. Since you don't know what you like, then, let me set a goal for you. How about that? Didn't you regret leaving school?" Little Qi was afraid that He Yanji would be sensitive when she mentioned this question. Regret is the most useless thing. Why do you regret it? He Yanji answered without thinking. The smile on his lips was endless. Go to Xingting. Didn't your parents come from there? You really think highly of me? Little Qi couldn't help but laugh. I'll teach you. Don't forget, I once tutored you in your homework, He Yanji said solemnly. Chapter 1108. You. It wasn't that little Qi didn't believe him, but he hadn't been to school for 5 years. He was afraid that he had forgotten the contents of the textbook. He Yanji smiled mysteriously and didn't explain. He brought little Qi back to the hotel. Ji Chu, knock on the door again at dinner time, He Yenji instructed Ji-Chu when he led little Chi into the room. Ji-Chu nodded and winked at He Yenji. Brother He, don't worry. Just enjoy the two of you. Not only that, but Ji-Chu also consciously closed the door for the two of them. After entering the room, He Yenji directly placed little Chi's school bag on the sofa. Then, he pulled her to sit on his lap and put her arms around his neck. Did you miss me? Little Chi's heart immediately raced, and her face immediately flushed red. However, she didn't hide her feelings and replied, yes. He Yenji was very satisfied with her answer. He directly pinched her chin and kissed her gently. It was this kind of feeling, this kind of soft feeling, that made little Chi worry about it for the whole day. Unknowingly, the two of them had fallen in love, and the kiss became more and more intense. At this moment, in the huge room, there was only the sound of the two of them sucking each other. After a long while, He Yenji finally let go of little Chi. I really want to eat you now. Little Chi hugged He Yenji tightly and was trying her best to calm down her distracting thoughts. However, after a while, she felt that she had failed, so she whispered in He Yenji's ear, I want to eat you too. He Yenji was stunned. He coughed lightly and quickly said to little Chi, do your homework. You have the heart, but you don't have the guts. Little Chi got up from his body and couldn't help but mutter. He Yenji was a little helpless. It's precisely because it's you that I don't want to be casual. Little Chi knew that he was doing this for the future, so she picked up her school bag and sat down by the coffee table. Come here. Aren't you going to teach? He Yenji stood up and sat down behind little Chi. He wrapped his arms around her. Are you still partial to subjects now? I'm not partial anymore. In the few years that you were gone, I wrote love letters to many boys, so I practiced it. Little Chi snorted. That's really a good idea. Are you sure it's a few boys? Why didn't you write it in your diary? He Yenji saw through her at a glance. Little Chi turned her head and looked at the man behind her. She was a little awkward. Why did you have to expose me? He Yenji laughed silently and kissed the back of little Chi's head. It seems like we've returned to that time. Little Chi thought he was joking, so she really handed the math problem that she didn't understand to He Yenji. Can you solve it? He Yenji took the textbook and glanced at it. Then, he picked up the pen and pressed it against little Chi's face. Watch carefully. I'll only solve it once. Little Chi saw him take out the draft paper to calculate and was shocked. Could it be that this person was really a genius? A moment later, the solution appeared on the draft paper, and the answer was on the verge of appearing. You're a gangster, how do you know how to do mathematics? What? Can a hooligan not be cultured? He Yenji smiled as he held her hand and returned the pen to her. Even if it's for you, I will never let myself fall. Little Chi's heart trembled. I can't let the gap between me and you be too big. He Yenji's words sounded casual, but no one knew what kind of hard work he had put in behind the scenes. Little Chi couldn't help but lean into He Yenji's arms. She was full of skills when it came to romantic words. It's okay, I don't mind. Anyway, in the future, I'll follow you. Chapter 1109. Big Boss. He rubbed little Chi's head, his eyes full of smiles. Don't worry, I won't let you lose the bet. Next, it was really homework tutoring. Little Chi looked at He Yenji with a hint of admiration in her eyes. What you say is easier to understand than what the teacher says. You're comparing me to the old witch. He Yenji pinched little Chi's face. What she says is aimed at the whole class. What I say is only aimed at you. Of course, it's different. In the past, she had never thought that studying was such an interesting thing. However, in the few years that He Yenji was not around, her exam results depended on her mood. But most of the time, she stayed in the top 3. Now that she had Mr. He by her side to tutor her, not only was it exclusive, but she could also kiss, hug, and take advantage of him. For the past 2 months, she had to have Yenji tutor her every day. However, good times always passed quickly. Because it was time for dinner, little Chi stayed at the hotel. After accompanying Yenji for dinner, he sent her back to the banyan courtyard. However, this time, there was something special. This was because after little Chi got out of the car, she took the initiative to hug Boss He and tiptoed to kiss him on the cheek. This should have been a very ordinary scene, but it was seen by Mama Xing, who had just returned home. Wan Wan. Mama Xing got out of the black car and called out to little Chi uncertainly. Little Chi turned around and saw her grandmother. She immediately stiffened and could not help but feel a little guilty. Grandma, Mama Xing walked up to the two of them and looked at Yenji, who was behind little Chi. This is... Hello, Grandma. I'm Xiaowan's boyfriend, Yenji. Yenji politely reached out his hand and bowed slightly to show his respect. Just like when he was bumped into by Master Xiao, Yenji was calm and did not hide. Boyfriend? Mama Xing's expression was a little unclear because she had never thought that little Chi, who was only 17 years old, would be like her mother back then. Since we've met, let's go home and have a seat. Mama Xing directly invited Yenji because she also wanted to know if her son and daughter-in-law knew about this. After little Chi heard this, her heart pounded. She turned to look at Yenji, but he looked calm. Then I'll have to trouble you. Hearing these words, Mama Xing's expression softened a little because she knew that this boy was at least not a coward. Grandma. Little Chi panicked and said to Mama Xing, "It's too late today. Can't we do it another day?" She didn't object and you're already protecting her. Mama Xing snorted softly. Then, she beckoned the two of them. Get in my car. Little Chi was helpless. She turned to look at Yenji. Yenji of little Chi. He smiled lovingly. From the beginning to the Xing, he of cheat tea. After getting into the car, Mama Xing looked at the boy in the back seat again. To be honest, she did not believe that her son did not know about this person. But, what was his plan? However, S of T, of T Bili, T, Chi, T, 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 T of Chin T, 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 T. Don't worry. Watch me. Don't worry, okay? Yenji squeezed little Chi's palm to comfort her. Don't worry. Just watch me. Don't worry, okay? Yenji pinched little Chi's palm to comfort her. Chapter 11:10. Soon, they entered the house. Yenji took a deep breath. It was impossible for him not to be nervous. After all, the Xing family was not an ordinary family. However, since it was his first time visiting, he could not panic and disappoint Lil Wan's family. Therefore, even if he had to brace himself, he had to suppress the panic in his heart. Please come in. At that moment, Xing Xiao was at home. After taking a shower, he was dressed in home clothes that wrapped around his muscular body. It was impossible to tell his age at all. He saw that Xing Xiao was in the living room on a video call. When he realized that Mama Xing had led someone in, he was interested and told Su Che to postpone the video call. Dad. Little Chi held Yenji's hand and walked nervously to Xing Xiao. She called out timidly. Uncle. Yenji was extremely calm and respectful towards Xing Xiao. Mama Xing stood at the side and carefully observed Yenji. This was because when ordinary people saw their son, especially when Xing Xiao was unsmiling, his expression was not angry, but it gave people a strong sense of oppression. Ordinary people would naturally be afraid and retreat when they saw him. However, this kid in front of her did not show any signs of fear. What kind of background did he have? Have you eaten? Xing Xiao turned off the computer and asked the two of them. His tone was calm as if he was not surprised at all. Eat it. Little Chi quickly replied, he tutored me with my homework. As a thank you gift, I accompanied him for dinner. There's no need to be reserved in front of me. I won't ask you to do anything. Master Xiao looked like a reasonable and kind father. He could even be said to be gentle and easygoing. However, only he Yanji knew that there was still a second half hidden in Master Zhao's heart. That was, as long as he made a mistake, did not cherish the opportunity to be with little Qi, or let little Qi suffer any harm, Master Xiao would record it for him. Eighth brother, what's going on? Mama Xing couldn't stand it anymore. She sat on the sofa and asked. It didn't look like they were meeting for the first time. You guys go up and play. Xing Xiao asked Miki to show He Yanji around. His intention was to send the two of them away so that they would not be embarrassed. Let's go to my room. Little Qi couldn't wait. After saying that, she held He Yanji's hand and hurried upstairs. Eighth brother, this child, is Wanwan's classmate. Where did he come from? How could you allow them to be together? Wanwan is only 17 years old. Mom, I tacitly agreed to this. I know what I'm doing, Xing Xiao answered Mama Xing seriously. You don't believe in my judgment. So, you know He Yanji very well. Mama Xing's expression softened a little. If I don't let your granddaughter worry about me for 5 years, she will do even more outrageous things in the future. Then what does his family do? Mama Xing continued to ask, afraid that little Qi would lead the child astray. Xing Xiao did not hide anything and told Mama Xing everything about He Yanji's family background. After Mama Xing heard this, she both sympathized with He Yanji and felt that he was in danger. Are you really at ease to join the underworld at such a young age? Won't we know if we keep walking? Xing Xiao still had a carefree attitude because he knew very well that if little Qi didn't really like He Yanji, then the two of them would separate on their own before long. Life and feelings needed to be felt and experienced by the people involved. Bystanders, even parents, did not have the right to interfere. Back then, I thought that when Wanwan reached the age of dating, you would definitely strongly oppose and stop her. Once you found out that there was such a daring boy, you would definitely make him disappear from the face of the earth. Chapter 11:11. He Yanji naturally couldn't pretend that he didn't hear it. Therefore, he immediately replied with a troubled expression, Brother Long, don't make fun of me. You have so many capable subordinates under you. Why would you need someone like me who has no ambition and just eats and drinks? You don't know how to appreciate favors. Brother Long's subordinate immediately became angry. He looked at He Yanji aggressively and scolded, since our boss is looking for you, it means that he thinks highly of you. How dare you not know what's good for you? He Yanji looked at him with a smile. He was not angry at all. Please forgive me, Brother Long. It's fine, but don't jump to conclusions too early. Who knows, one day, you might be willing to look for Brother Long. Brother Long took a deep puff of his cigar and pinched the woman beside him. I always believe that in this world, the winner is king. I heard that you have a little girlfriend. Before I answer this question, let me ask you something first. Have you heard of Xing Xiao? Who doesn't know Xing Xiao? Brother Long answered matter-of-factly, as if He Yanji had asked an extremely ridiculous question. My girlfriend is Xing Xiao's daughter. If she offends you in the future, I hope you can forgive her. He Yanji gave Brother Long a warning in advance. He wasn't trying to show off, but to remind him that some people could be touched and some people couldn't. After Brother Long heard this, there was an obvious change in his expression. He had indeed wanted to start with Yenji's girlfriend at the beginning, but it seemed that it wouldn't work now. Not only that, but it had become even more complicated for him to rope Yenji in. Brother Long, this kid dares to look down on you because he's bold. Brother Long's subordinate was a little unconvinced. What kind of amazing person was he? Why couldn't he touch him? At that moment, the voice of Brother Long's subordinate came from outside the private room. Brother Long, Brother Young is here. So fast. Brother Long looked at Yenji with interest. It seems that I really can't underestimate your loyalty. Yenji couldn't deny it. Soon, the familiar laughter reached their ears. Then, the door of the private room was pushed open. Yenji turned around and saw his boss. He quickly stood up to welcome him. Brother Yang. If I had come a little later, would my left arm have been chopped off by someone? Brother Yang waved his hand and sat down next to Yenji. Long Xiao, it's not nice of you to do this, right? Old Westerner, your man is indeed extraordinary. I asked him to help me, but he rejected me. Brother Dragon laughed. I'm so jealous of you. You don't have to be envious. This is my brother who has gone through life and death with me. Naturally, he can't be with you. Today, I will make it clear. Don't have any ideas about Yenji. I will fight you to the death. The two of them made their attitudes clear in their jokes. For a moment, the atmosphere in the private room was surging. Then, it was Brother Dragon who nodded and admitted defeat. All right, I'll remember what you said. That person. I'll take him with me. I really hope you can always trust him like this. Before the two of them left, Brother Long wanted to plant a bomb between them. However, the two of them did not respond. Brother Yang, I trust you. Brother Yang patted Yenji on the shoulder. I trust you more than you think. Go back and rest. Chapter 11-12. After Yenji sent Brother Yang away, he got into his car. Inside the car, Ji-Chu was already ready to go out. This Brother Long isn't as scary as I imagined. Yenji glanced at Ji-Chu from the rearview mirror and said, do you believe it? Tonight, you're their target. Why? Because I've made it clear that your sister-in-law is the daughter of the Xing family. That Long guy won't dare to do anything to your sister-in-law, and you're the only one left by my side. How safe do you think you'll be? Yenji explained to Ji-Chu very seriously. Sleep in my room tonight. Is it really necessary? You can install a camera in your room to see. Yenji answered him with a serious expression. All these years, Jianchuan has been suppressed by Zhongting, so all the gangs didn't dare to go overboard. Over time, they retreated from the banditry that gangs should have. Even Brother Yang rarely got involved in things that risked his life. But this Brother Long is different. This Brother Long has killed people before. Hearing the word people, Ji-Chu was stunned for a moment. He obviously understood the seriousness of the matter. However, the two of them did not expect that when they rushed back to the hotel, Yenji would find that their room had been carefully decorated. The room was lit with incense and candles, and there were roses everywhere on the table and bed. There was also an exquisite cake on the coffee table. While the two of them were surprised, little Chi walked out of the bedroom wearing Yenji's shirt. Yenji's face turned green, and Ji-Chu immediately turned his head. This was his sister-in-law. He didn't dare to blaspheme her. Seeing this, Yenji quickly pushed little Chi back into the bedroom. Why are you here? I just wanted to give you a surprise. It seems like you were frightened, right? Little Chi quickly wrapped her clothes around herself. Yenji couldn't help but hold little Chi in his arms. He could have enjoyed the two of them tonight, but now he had to ensure Jichu's safety. So, before little Chi took off her shirt, he covered little Chi's head and kissed her on the head. "I'm sorry, Xiaowan. I might not be able to have a romantic night tonight because I have to bring a third wheel." "What's going on?" Little Chi took off the shirt and asked. "Jichu might be in danger, so I let him sleep in the guest room." "That's easy. Just chase him back to his room," little Chi said bluntly. "Tonight, alright, I got it. You're not in the mood for romance." Little Chi could tell from his eyes that since Jichu was in danger, he naturally wouldn't stand by and do nothing. "You sleep first. I'll be in the living room, okay?" Yenji held little Chi's face and kissed her. "Will you go back to your room?" "It depends. I'll guard you guys." After Yenji said that, he patted little Chi's face again, turned around, and walked out of the bedroom. Jichu was outside the door. When he saw everything that little Chi had set up, he felt guilty and said to Yenji, "Brother why don't I go back to my room? Sister-in-law spent a lot of effort to decorate it, it's not good to ruin it." Yenji took off his coat and placed it on the sand. He only instructed Jichu, "Go in and sleep. You have no right to ask about anything else." Alright, Jichu felt as if he had destroyed Yenji's wedding night. He felt very guilty. However, he didn't dare to disobey Yenji's orders, so he could only enter the guest room with a guilty conscience. When Yenji saw this, he went out alone and went to the next room to make some arrangements. Then, he returned to the living room and lay down on the sand. He also wanted to have a woman in his arms, but he also had to protect his own people. This was a man's responsibility. Chapter 11-13. However, some people were destined to be dishonest, especially in the middle of the night. She went straight out of the bedroom and quietly squatted beside Yenji. In the darkness, Yenji was very vigilant. He felt a black shadow in front of him, so he got up and pressed the other party to the sand. Little Chi quickly patted the sand in pain. "It's me." After Yenji heard this, he let go of his hand, but he still pressed down on little Chi. "What are you doing out here in the middle of the night? You're right outside. How can I sleep inside?" Little Chi lay on the sand and let Yenji press down on her back. However, their posture was too ambiguous. Soon, little Chi felt the change in the man's body temperature behind her. "You still don't plan to let go of me?" Yenji understood. He helped her up and placed her on the sand. "You know it's dangerous, but you still came out. Are you referring to yourself by the danger you're talking about? I think you're the one who's plotting against me." Little Chi raised her head and looked at Yenji. There was only a weak light coming in from the window, but Yenji seemed to see little Chi's proud expression. "Why are you still making a fuss if you know?" Yenji took the opportunity to pinch her slender waist. "Yenji, if someone wants us to separate, and their attitude is very firm, what would you do?" Little Chi suddenly asked Yenji seriously. Yenji was silent for a few seconds. In the darkness, he pinched little Chi's palm. "I want to ask you this too. After all, from my point of view, you have many better choices. Answer me first." Little Chi was very persistent. Yenji fell into deep thought again. After pausing for a moment, he replied, "Xiaowan, it's too shallow between us to talk about this anymore. What lifelong promise? I can't give you that long. I feel that only you can understand how strong the feelings in the depths of my heart are. Do you still need me to answer this question? You men are not likable at all. No matter how much you do, you don't like to say it out loud and let women know. Little Chi slowly moved closer to He Yenji's arms and wrapped her arms around his waist. I'm not afraid that you'll give up on me. I just don't like you to be wronged, especially when those grievances were brought to you by my family. I'll feel even worse. Do you know something? He Yenji keenly sensed Little Chi's emotions and the reason why she wanted to stay the night. I don't know anything. Ji Chu, that big mouth. How smart was He Yenji? How could he be so easily fooled? You also know that Ji Chu is very loyal to you. I just casually interrogated him and he confessed everything. Don't blame him. Besides, Little Chi raised her head and looked at He Yenji's chin in the darkness. How can you have the nerve to talk about him? Why didn't you tell me about my grandma? Because I don't think it's a grievance. He Yenji hooked her chin and replied, it's normal for your family to worry about you. But I can't see you being bullied. Little Chi took the opportunity to hold his hand. After He Yenji heard this, he couldn't help but laugh. He carried Little Chi on his legs and sat down. I think you really don't know how dangerous you are. What did my grandmother say to you? Of course I should say it. He Yenji insisted on not revealing anything. Anyway, she didn't object to us being together, so you have to continue to respect her. Little Chi opened her mouth and was about to answer. However, He Yenji suddenly covered Little Chi's mouth and shushed her. Chapter 11-14. Little Chi immediately fell silent. A moment later, she saw He Yenji put her on the sand and whispered, no matter what you hear, don't come out. Little Chi reached out and wanted to grab He Yenji, but he was too fast. In the blink of an eye, he disappeared from the door of the room and went next door. Little Chi suddenly thought that she was not weak. Why did she hide here and let him face the danger alone? Thinking of this, Little Chi followed him out and saw that the door next door was open, and He Yenji was at the door of Ji Chu's bedroom. What's wrong? Little Chi walked to He Yenji's side and saw that the pillow on Ji Chu's bed had been chopped into pieces. It was a dummy that He Yenji had deliberately set up. There was a pillow in the bedding. This is why you let Ji Chu sleep in your room. There are some experts around that long guy. After He Yenji said that, he led Little Chi back to his room. Go in and sleep. What about Ji Chu? The other party didn't succeed. He knows that I'm on guard, so he won't make a move so soon, He Yenji replied. Then there's nothing to be afraid of. He Yenji didn't say anything because he didn't know how to answer. Gang members were the most vengeful. Some people could endure for many years just to pay the price for finding their enemies. Then why don't you go in? Little Chi looked at He Yenji in confusion and tugged at him. You want me to stay in the room alone again? He Yenji was unmoved. He only said with a hint of warning, when you have your 18th birthday, I don't need your invitation at all. After Little Chi heard this, she didn't move. A moment later, she lay down on the sand. If you don't go in, I won't go in either. We'll sleep outside, and keep watch for Ji Chu. He Yenji couldn't help but tense up, and his head hurt. Did this little woman know that he was about to reach the limit of his endurance? Come on. Little Chi patted the spot beside her. It's very spacious. He Yenji was helpless. He put on his clothes and lay down beside Little Chi. He saw Little Chi turn over and lie on his chest. There was a smile in her words. I'm just teasing you like this. It's quite fun. You used to be so bad, but after 5 years, you've restrained yourself. This big boss is really useless. Only you would dare to play me like this. He Yenji was angry and helpless. I haven't seen you fight so fiercely. What's it like? He Yen subconsciously touched the hideous scar on the back of his hand. It was an unforgettable experience. I saved Brother Yang's life. I pulled him back from the hands of 3 assassins. Because of that, my hand was almost crippled. What was it like at that time? Little Chi touched the back of his hand because she couldn't imagine how heavy the cut was to leave such a scar. The hand was attached from the back. At that time, only a layer of skin was left. Do you regret taking this path? Little Chi asked gently. At that time, I had no other choice. Brother Nan betrayed me, and my uncle was also involved. That was the only way I could save my life. Only then could I seek justice for Aunt Hong and Grandma. I just feel sorry for you, but I've never really hated you. I'm very satisfied that my beloved can return to my side, Little Chi answered warmly. Chapter 11:15. Just like that, the young couple spent the night in the living room. The next morning, Ji Chu came out of the bedroom and saw He Yenji and Little Chi hugging each other and sleeping on the sofa. He quickly left He Yenji's room quietly and returned next door. However, when he saw the pillow on the bed that had been chopped into a mess, he still had a lingering fear. As expected, Brother He's calculations were accurate. He knew that the man surnamed Long was not an ordinary person. However, He Yenji did not sleep well because he soon received a call from Brother Yang. Something happened in the imperial court last night. Come and negotiate with the police. Got it, Brother Yang. He Yenji sat up from the sofa. Seeing that Little Chi was sleeping soundly, he did not disturb her. He just looked at the time. It was only a little past 6, so he got up and went to the kitchen. After making breakfast, He Yenji turned to the second bedroom. Now that Ji Chu had already gone out, he had probably seen the tragic situation in the bed next door. This was also a reminder to him that he had to be careful in the future. However, this man surnamed Long could not be allowed to continue. At 7:00 in the morning, Little Chi woke up from the sofa and found that He Yenji had already washed up and prepared breakfast. This was the first time Little Chi had seen He Yenji wearing a leather coat. In addition, He Yenji was wearing black gloves. The man's handsome and cold aura was completely revealed on his body. Why could a man be so handsome in a leather coat? Are you stunned? He Yenji pulled out a chair for her and waved. Wash up. After breakfast, Ji Chu will send you to school. I have to go deal with something. Deal with, what kind of thing? Little Chi really wanted to see what He Yenji looked like when he dealt with things. It has nothing to do with you. Hurry up. He Yenji waved. It's not like I'll lose a piece of meat if you let me go and take a look, I'll just lose a piece of meat. After saying that, He Yenji quickly walked to Little Chi and pulled her to the dining table. Just leave it after you're done eating. I'm going out first. Okay, Little Chi agreed verbally and did not struggle anymore. He Yenji was afraid that Little Chi would follow him, so he went out early. However, he had no idea that not long after he went out, Little Chi quickly called Ji Chu and followed behind He Yenji. However, He Yenji was very vigilant, so Ji Chu didn't dare to get too close. In the end, he even lost him. Little Chi was a little distressed. According to this path, guess where your brother he went? Ji Chu thought about it and his eyes lit up, Imperial Dynasty. Hearing these 2 words, Little Chi knew that it was the biggest nightclub in Jianchuan. Previously, Brother Nan was in charge of it, but this place had been taken back by He Yenji. He had already returned it to Brother Yang. Nothing good can come to this place so early in the morning. Sure enough, when the 2 of them arrived near the imperial court, they saw He Yenji standing at the entrance of the imperial court. At his feet was a corpse covered with a white cloth. There were police officers all around. When the current person in charge of the imperial court saw He Yenji appear, it was as if he had seen his savior. "Brother He, you're finally here, what's going on?" He Yinji asked solemnly. "I don't know how, but he died in our imperial court. The police are investigating the cause. How are we going to do business like this?" He Yinji squatted down, lifted the white cloth, took a look, and then covered it. "You are the real person in charge of the imperial court?" The police officer at the side sized He Yinji up and asked. "Comrade Police, is there a problem?" He Yinji asked. "There's a big problem. Wait for our forensic doctor's autopsy report." The police were unwilling to say more. They only asked the people of the imperial court to cooperate with the investigation. Moreover, it was impossible for them to open for business in the near future. Chapter 11:16. "Brother He, someone has set us up, I know." He Yinji replied calmly to the manager of the imperial court. "Go down and gather the information first. Prepare a copy of this person's information for me. Since the other party has already made a move, we can't be too passive. Also, gather all the employees of the imperial court. I have questions to ask." "Okay, I'll do it right away. But Brother He, there's something that I'm very worried about. You know, the imperial court used to be Brother Nan's territory. There have been many dirty tricks done here in the past. If the police investigate, it might not be easy to explain." In the end, the manager was just a manager. He was afraid of taking responsibility. Even though he had just taken office, he had heard enough about the imperial court. "I'm afraid that the imperial court might not be able to hold on. This isn't something you should worry about." He Yinji patted him on the shoulder. "Just do what I tell you to do." "Okay." With He Yinji's words, the manager felt much more at ease. He turned around and went back to the imperial court to get busy. He Yinji took out his phone and called Brother Yang first. Then, he waited for the forensic team of the police. However, He Yinji never expected that the person who came to do the autopsy would be his mother-in-law. When Mu Chi-Chi appeared in front of the imperial court, even little Chi, who was hiding at the side, was shocked. It was a little awkward to meet under such circumstances. Mu Chi-Chi was not as relaxed as she was at home. When she arrived at the scene, she only glanced at He Yinji before squatting in front of the corpse. She put on rubber gloves and carefully examined it. The preliminary conclusion is that the victim died of asphyxiation. The time of death was between 2 and 4 in the morning. There were no obvious injuries on the body. We still need to collect samples for a poison test. I want to see the crime scene. Manager, bring the forensic doctor in. He Yinji pretended that he had never seen Mu Chi-Chi before and spoke in a businesslike tone. "Are you in charge of this place?" Mu Chi-Chi asked meaningfully when she entered the imperial court. "I'm the current person in charge," He Yinji answered in a neither servile nor overbearing manner. "You don't feel guilty at all?" "Because I know that forensic Dr. Mu will definitely give the most impartial judgment." "But, can your place withstand an inspection?" How insightful was Mu Chi-Chi? How could he not know about the impact this matter had on the imperial dynasty? "Whether I can take it or not, I will cooperate," He Yinji answered Mu Chi-Chi seriously. "If you offend someone, you should deal with it immediately. I trust my daughter's judgment. Don't let me down." With that, Mu Chi-Chi led the forensic team into the crime scene. After He Yinji heard this, he followed her into the imperial court's private room. Outside the door, little Chi was lying under a big tree not far away. She was anxious. What did the two of them say? Her mother did not bully or make things difficult for He Yinji, did she? Half an hour later, Mu Chi-Chi left the private room with her team. When she left the imperial court, she said to He Yinji, "I still need to examine the corpse further. Yinji, cooperate at any time. I won't let you down. Thank you, Auntie. Tisk, he's handsome no matter how I look at him. No wonder my daughter is so distracted. Don't bully her. When everyone heard about the relationship between Muchichi and Yinji, they were surprised. After all, Yinji was a gangster. Everyone in the forensic team knew that. But how could Muchichi dare to hand her daughter over to such an outlaw? Don't worry, Auntie. I cherish her very much. That's enough. See you later. With that, Muchichi left with her team. At this time, someone in the team asked Muchichi, Forensic Dr. Mu, this young man, can't be your son-in-law, right? Chapter 11:17. Why? Muchichi narrowed her eyes and turned to ask. This. He seems to be the boss here. He seems to be from the underworld. A young male forensic doctor answered Muchichi, trembling with fear. After Muchichi heard this, she smiled and answered, I understand. At your age, the world is either black or white, and good and bad are clearly distinguished. After all, I was also young once. I can understand your hatred of evil, but this world is often not as simple as you see it. Whether he can be my son-in-law or not, I have my own judgment. I believe in my daughter's choice. The few forensic doctors behind her opened their mouths at the same time, but they couldn't say anything because they really didn't expect the Xing family's upbringing to be so valiant. Muchichi actually allowed her daughter to find an outlaw. Muchichi knew that others couldn't accept it, but she didn't care about other people's opinions. It would be a pity if a handsome guy like Yinji didn't become her son-in-law, okay? Not far away, Yinji watched his mother-in-law leave. Just as he was frowning and guessing what she was thinking, little Chi ran over from under the tree. What did my mom say to you? When Yinji saw little Chi appear, he immediately raised his hand and looked at his watch. Why are you here? It's already time for class. If I didn't come to see you, how would I know that you're involved in a murder case? After Yinji heard this, he pulled little Chi to the side and carefully reminded her, this matter has nothing to do with you. I can handle it. Go back to class immediately, okay? Yinji, I can ignore it and go to class immediately, but you can't hide everything from me because I don't want to hear the news that you've been arrested and brought to the police station in just one day when I'm done with class. Little Chi grabbed Yinji's arm and didn't let go. Are you going to leave without saying goodbye a second time? Yinji was stunned for a moment and softened his attitude. He reached out and rubbed little Chi's head. I'm just here on Brother Yang's orders to cooperate with the police investigation. I'm also confused about the death, but I can promise you that I won't be implicated in this matter, okay? Really? You won't? I was with you last night. This can't be blamed on me, right? Yinji chuckled. So, my little girlfriend, can you let me rest assured first? Why don't you feel at ease? You're always afraid that I'll leave. Do I really make you feel so insecure? Yinji hugged little Chi helplessly and asked. What do you think? Forget it, I'll send you to school. Yinji knew that little Chi's after effects were very serious, so he felt extremely guilty. You don't care about this place anymore. The people below know how to deal with them first. Yinji pulled little Chi into the car and personally sent her to the entrance of Jianchuan Middle School. However, after arriving, little Chi did not get out of the car immediately. Instead, she tilted her head and looked at Yinji. You won't tell me what Grandma said to you. What about my mother? What did my mom say to you? Yinji held the steering wheel and couldn't help but laugh. If they don't like me, are you going to oppose the whole world? Of course. Little Chi answered matter-of-factly, my grandmother has my grandfather, my mother has my father, but you only have me. After hearing this, Yinji was very touched. He couldn't help but hold Little Chi's chin, bring her closer to him, and kiss her. Chapter 11:18. How can I bear to let you and your family go against each other? Your grandmother and mother don't hate me. I'm serious. After the kiss, Yinji answered Little Chi very seriously, so, can you please stop letting your imagination run wild? There are no despicable mothers-in-law in this world, and there are no parents who would break up a couple. Don't look at these things all day long. Besides, this matter will be over soon. Little Chi didn't know how Yinji was going to deal with it. She could only try her best to trust him. I can trust you, but don't always treat me like a child. I'm about to become an adult. There's still more than half a year. Yinji replied casually. Do you think I haven't endured it hard? Little Chi's face suddenly heated up, and she quickly got out of the car. Pick me up tonight, aren't you going home tonight? I want to accompany you. Little Chi's answer was natural and carried a hint of coquettishness. This immediately made Yinji have an extreme urge. He wanted nothing more than to pull her back immediately, press her into the front passenger seat, and kiss her until the end of time. However, this little troublemaker was not mature enough for him to take whatever he wanted. As a result, Yinji could only resist the urge in his heart and drive away after Little Chi entered the school gate. Soon, Yinji returned to the imperial court. At this time, all the employees of the imperial court were standing at the luxurious entrance of the imperial court, waiting for orders. Yinji walked over and saw the manager immediately come up to him. Brother I've cleared out the people who were still working between 2 and 4 o'clock last night. I've also taken out the surveillance footage. What else do you need? I don't need anything. Yinji shook his head. Then I'll go deal with other things first. Wait a minute, what were you doing at that time last night? Yinji suddenly grabbed the manager and asked, also, don't leave yet. You'll take over the questioning. Finally, add your own statement. I'm going to meet a very important person at noon. Yes, I'm going to meet him. Okay, give them whatever the police want, Yinji instructed. Okay, I'll cooperate fully. Yinji curled his lips into a faint smile. He held his phone and entered the scene of the Imperial Court's case with Ji Chu. Brother you. Are you suspecting the manager? After all, Ji Chu had followed Yinji for a long time, so he could tell what Yinji was thinking. If no one helped, who do you think would be able to kill someone in such a secretive manner? So, I believe that they are working together. The Imperial Dynasty isn't like a hotel, it's always full. To kill someone silently under such circumstances, and to be discovered in the morning, do you think it's an accident? Hearing this, Ji Chu nodded his head. That's impossible. If you treat the manager like this, will he notice something? Although he has always listened to my orders, he has always been unconvinced in his heart. He thinks that I don't have the right to ride on his head, so he definitely won't believe that a brat like me will see through the tricks inside. Yinji squatted on the ground and carefully observed the scene. Then you said you were going to meet someone at noon. Who is it? Witness. Yinji answered simply with 2 words. The person surnamed Long knew the person who bribed Brother Yang, so of course, he could do the same. After a few dealings, Yinji knew very well that the people around the person surnamed Long were definitely not loyal servants. They could be bribed. Chapter 11:19. At the same time, the news of the death in the Imperial Court had spread to the surroundings. Other than the fact that the Imperial Court was the largest nightclub in Jianchuan, it was also because there was a person who was deeply gossiped about, and that was Yenji. He had always been brave and good at fighting, as if it was only a matter of time before he involved human lives. This made the people in the school look at little Chi a little strange. In the past, they didn't dare to get close to her, and now, they couldn't wait to avoid her. Only Yenjin dared to continue being little Chi's best friend. Seeing that Yenjin's friends were getting fewer and fewer, little Chi couldn't bear it. She took advantage of the lunch break and said to her, "You'd better stay away from me. Otherwise, you won't have any friends other than me in the future." Yenjin lay on little Chi's body. Because her good friend was here, she felt a little helpless. "What are you talking about? Am I such a shallow person?" "You are, you have no conscience." But then again, did Yenji really kill someone? Yenjin asked nosily. Little Chi rolled her eyes and explained unhappily, "Of course not. He's just dealing with the murder case in the imperial court. How did these people make him a murderer? It's not like you don't know that your guy is handsome, cool, dangerous, and difficult to conquer. He's always in the middle of the vortex of gossip. Even if those little girls can't get him, they can't help but pay attention to his heart," Yenjin replied with a smile. "By the way, doesn't your family have any objections at all?" Little Chi shook her head. She didn't know about this because both her grandmother and mother had already had a serious conversation with Yenji. However, Yenji had never let her know what the content was. When others fall in love, it's sweet. When you fall in love, it's earth-shattering. After little Chi heard this, she snorted loudly. "Do you think I want to?" But why did the matter between her and Yenji have to be magnified? Why? When school ended, little Chi found the answer. At the school gate, Yenji was wearing a leather coat and leaning against the car door in a cool manner. His noble aura was natural. With just a glance, people would fall into it. It was no wonder that his matter would cause a huge uproar. "What's wrong?" Yenji saw that little Chi's expression was strange. He took her school bag and asked gently, "What do you think?" "Comrade murderer." Little Chi replied angrily. Yenji frowned slightly and looked at the gazes of the people around him. He discovered that regardless of whether it was a man or a woman, their eyes were filled with avoidance and fear. "Sorry, I didn't know it would have such a big impact." "Boss," he apologized to his concubine. "Do you think I care?" Little Chi sat in the front passenger seat and asked him back. She was a little emotional. "Then what right do these people have to say that about you?" Little Chi explained to Yenji angrily, "No one pays attention to the truth behind it. As long as it's news about you, they treat it as gossip and exaggerate it wantonly. I can't take it anymore." After hearing little Chi's explanation, Yenji couldn't help but laugh. He reached out and pinched her face. "I got it, know what? I'm very happy that you're so protective of me." Yenji laughed from the bottom of his heart. "This matter will be resolved soon. You don't have to take it to heart. Go home and do your homework. Do you need tutoring?" "As long as you want." Yenji agreed readily. "The kind where you can kiss me if you do your homework right?" Little Chi asked. Chapter 11:20. "It's fine if it's a little bigger," Yenji answered in a good mood. Little Chi was satisfied when she heard that. She finally stopped whining about school matters. "But, how's the investigation of the murder case going? You really want to hear about it?" Yenji asked little Chi as he drove. "Don't think it's complicated. I want to hear about it." Yenji pursed his lips with a faint smile. Then, he told the little girl the current situation. The deceased was a single man who lived alone. He was a frequent visitor to the imperial court. When he died, He was in room V310 in the Imperial Court. It was between 2 and 4 in the morning. However, the strange thing was that at that time, there was no private room at all in V310, and there was no service. The surveillance cameras didn't capture any suspicious people. Even the cleaners didn't go in. How did that person die inside? Little Chi listened very seriously. As Mu Chi-Chi's daughter, she had her own sensitivity to this aspect. The police are still investigating. What about you? That's all you know. Little Chi didn't believe it. Yenji's brain was too smart. Sometimes, she even suspected that Yenji was her father's child with someone else. At that time, the manager was serving a regular customer in V210. He has an alibi. You suspect this manager? Little Chi immediately grasped the main point of Yenji's words. Why do you think so? You didn't say anything to anyone and just directly mentioned this manager. Aren't you suspecting him? Moreover, according to the layout of V210 and V310, other than the different floors, the locations of the rooms should be exactly the same. Is there something mysterious about this? After Yenji heard this, he looked at Little Chi approvingly. This girl was really smart. She understood everything. I have a guess, so I'll go to the forensics laboratory of the Jianchuan branch tomorrow morning. You're going to see my mom again, right? Yenji knew what she was worried about, so he asked, tomorrow is Saturday. Do you want to go with me? Yes, in case my mom bullies you. Little Chi nodded heavily. Then after we go back to the hotel, you can't mention the murder case anymore. Just focus on your homework, okay? Yenji made his request. Got it, teacher he. After returning to the hotel, Yenji led Little Chi into the room and signaled her with his eyes to take out her homework. He went to the bedroom to make a call. Although the Xing family indulged Little Chi, he had to follow the rules. He had to report to Xing Xiao in advance that Little Chi was not going home. Then, he returned to the living room. At this time, Ji Chu also took out something and looked at Yenji with some difficulty. Brother I've already gotten what you wanted. Send it to the place I told you, but, is this really okay? Ji Chu was a little worried. Yenji wanted the Imperial Court's account book. It was divided into 2 parts. One was when Brother Nan was in charge, and the other was after he took back the Imperial Court. In addition, there was a list of names. He believed that the police would like this list. If you don't want to be stabbed by the traitor, then do as I say. Alright, I'll go right away. Ji Chu could not think of Yenji's methods, and he was not as thoughtful as Yenji. He was simply afraid that things would get out of hand and Brother Yang would use him as a shield in the future. Yenji nodded and took off his leather coat. Then, he sat down behind Little Chi and held her with both hands. Teacher the lesson has begun. Little Chi turned her head and tried her best to kiss him. Teach me this first. Yenji lowered his head and kissed Little Chi's red lips. I'll give you a question. If you do 80% right, I'll agree to your kiss. If you do 100% right, I'll let you do whatever you want. Really? Little Chi's eyes lit up. Really? Little Chi immediately became excited and told Yenji, it can't be too difficult. Chapter 11:21. It's good that you know. I'm hanging up, Mom. Yenji and I are going to the forensics laboratory tomorrow. Don't make things difficult for him, okay? Little Chi did not forget this matter. After all, Yenji was now the target of the investigation. Little Chi was afraid that her mother would be very strict. Mu Chi-Chi was shocked when she heard this. In terms of feelings, Little Chi was exactly the same as her. no one could bully the person in their heart. Therefore, other than feeling helpless, Mu Chi-Chi could not do anything to little Chi. I won't make things difficult for him, okay? That's more like it. He Yenji was outside the door because little Chi did not close the door tightly. He did not deliberately eavesdrop. However, hearing little Chi protect him like this, He Yenji's heart was extremely touched. Because other than repaying his sincerity, he did not know how to treat little Chi well. Sometimes, he was a little at a loss. At 8:00 in the evening, He Yenji brought Ji Chu to the hall of the imperial court. At this time, the manager was reprimanding the service staff. At this moment, He Yenji had the statements of all the employees of the imperial court in his hands. Of course, the manager's was also mixed in. Brother He. Why are you here at this time? The manager turned around and saw He Yenji. He quickly came up to him. There are some things I can't figure out, so I have a few questions to ask you. He Yenji held the statements and pretended to be confused. People died in room 31, but no one went to room 31. According to your thoughts, how do you think the murderer did it? The manager scratched his head and looked very troubled. Brother He, you're overestimating me. I only know how to manage the accounts, I don't know how to reason. You were in room 21, and room 31 was above you. Didn't you hear anything at all? He Yenji deliberately emphasized the geographical location of the two rooms. There were guests in the room at that time. It was too noisy, the manager answered matter-of-factly. I think so too. However, there's new progress in the forensics department. I believe that this matter will come to light soon. After saying that, He Yenji instructed the manager, I've picked out a few people. Find them in order. I want to talk to them. Okay. The manager nodded and carefully sized He Yenji up. This was because He Yenji had secretly revealed a lot of important things to arouse the manager's vigilance. Soon, the manager found him and pretended to ask He Yenji casually, Brother He, what's the progress? 31, it's not the first scene at all. After saying this, He Yenji turned around with a smile. However, the manager was stunned on the spot, and cold sweat quickly seeped from his palms. Then, He Yenji asked the waiters some irrelevant questions. About half an hour later, he let the last waiter go. I'll go to the forensics laboratory tomorrow. If the police come to investigate, just cooperate. He Yenji deliberately revealed this news to the manager before he left. Okay, Brother He. I know what to do, the manager answered cautiously. He Yenji left with Ji Chu, and then he heard Ji Chu's question. Brother He, why did you let this manager know so much? If I didn't do this, how could I force him to reveal himself? He Yenji asked Ji Chu meaningfully. Don't worry about it. This case will be solved tomorrow. Really? Ji Chu was confused. This case was still a mess. It would be solved tomorrow. Go back to sleep. Tomorrow, it'll be someone else's headache. He Yenji's face was relaxed because as long as he thought about hugging his little wife to sleep later, his heart would be filled with excitement. Chapter 11:22. The next morning, He Yenji bought 3 breakfasts, brought his wife, and went straight to the Jianchuan branch's forensics laboratory. The police officers from the branch also knew this new big shot. They brought the Xing family's daughter and rushed to the forensics laboratory. They didn't know what forensic Mu was thinking. Was he going to push his daughter into the fire pit just like that? However, this was the Xing family's matter after all. It didn't seem like others could interfere. Just by looking at his looks, He Yenji was indeed a rare handsome man. Some people would even believe it if they said he was a celebrity. When they arrived at the forensics laboratory, Mu Chi-Chi had just started work. Little Chi was very good at pleasing her mother. She handed the breakfast He Yenji had bought to her mother. Although you might have eaten at home, He Yenji still bought it. Put it there. I'll destroy it when I'm hungry later. Mu Chi put on her white coat and gloves and looked at He Yenji. Tell me what you're thinking. I found some suspicious traces in room 21, especially on the windowsill. So, I suspect that the victim was killed in room 21 and was thrown into room 31 by the murderer through the windowsill. Is there such a possibility? After Mu Chi heard He Yenji's guess, she handed him the autopsy report. There are indeed two kinds of marks on the victim's neck. One is the strangulation mark of an adult man's right hand. In addition, we found fibers on his neck. It should be a kind of rope. So, your guess is not unreasonable. Everyone focused on room 31, but they relaxed the examination of room 21. This also gave the murderer time to destroy the evidence. I secretly left the surveillance footage of room 21 that night, as well as the traces left on the windowsill, He Yenji answered Mu Chi. Mu Chi looked at He Yenji approvingly and nodded. Then this case will be easy to solve. He Yenji thought so too. He handed over all the evidence to the police. However, just as He Yenji was about to leave the branch with Little Chi, the police and the team stopped him. Your people from the Imperial Court have sent a document. I need you to cooperate with an investigation. As expected, they're taking action. He Yenji sneered. He Yenji. Little Chi was a little nervous. Didn't the death have nothing to do with He Yenji? It's okay. Wait for me for 10 minutes. I promise I'll come out. He Yenji patted the back of Little Chi's hand to comfort her. Although Little Chi was worried, she still chose to believe him. After that, He Yenji followed the criminal police into the interrogation room, while Little Chi went to the forensics laboratory. Why aren't you leaving? Mom, this has nothing to do with He Yenji, right? Mu Chi crossed her arms and snorted. It's good enough that he doesn't scheme against others. That brain of his is not something that can be compared to. Don't worry. So, are you praising him? Little Chi immediately became excited. Who was it that called me last night and asked me to let that kid go? Mu Chi pinched her daughter's face. You're really like me. You know that he doesn't need your protection, but you're still worried. Little Chi leaned on her mother's shoulder and rubbed hard. You're the one who taught me to love people. Mu Chi looked down at her daughter. She was a little disgusted, but there was nothing she could do. With her genes, she could not be reserved. In the interrogation room, the police opened the document and asked He Yenji, "This is a report. Do you know about it?" I think. I know, He Yenji answered calmly. Chapter 11:23. Then how can you be so calm? The interrogator looked at He Yenji in disbelief. He was so young, but he was a big shot. Who knew how many dirty things he had done behind the scenes and how many lives he had taken? He Yenji didn't say anything. He just took out his phone, found a phone number, and dialed it in front of the police. Be serious. You can't make a phone call now, the police officer immediately scolded. He Yenji was unmoved. He threw the phone to the interrogator. Listen to what your boss has to say. The other party took the phone and put it to his ear in confusion. At first, his expression was cold, but a minute later, he began to nod and bow respectfully. Sure enough, in less than 10 minutes, He Yenji walked out of the interrogation room unscathed. Little Chi immediately went up to him, grabbed his arm, and asked, "How was it?" "I'm fine." He Yenji comforted Little Chi. "That's good. I'll take you to watch a good show." After saying that, He Yenji held Little Chi's hand and got out of the car, leaving behind the police officer who was interrogating He Yenji with a face full of confusion. What was this kid's identity? On the way back, Little Chi couldn't hold back her curiosity and asked He Yenji, "What did they say to you?" The manager of the Imperial Court handed the account book to the police and also reported that the Imperial Court was engaged in illegal business, He Yenji explained calmly. According to him, the police can use these things to find out Brother Yang's background. After all, Brother Nan was also Brother Yang's underling. Are you sure it's the manager? Other than him, no one else has access to such a detailed account book. Little Chi nodded. That's true. Things won't get more and more complicated, right? Is it complicated? He Yenji didn't think much of it. The case has already been solved. In a while, we'll know all the answers. After saying that, He Yenji sped up the car and returned to the Imperial Court as fast as he could. Because of the murder case, the Imperial Court was closed for investigation. It was no longer as lively and prosperous as before. He Yenji pushed open the door of the Imperial Court and saw Ji Chu coming up to him. He secretly said to He Yenji, "Brother He, the manager didn't escape. Did you misunderstand him? Invite the manager to the office," He Yenji instructed Ji Chu. "Then, send your sister-in-law back to the hotel." "I'm not going back." Little Chi looked around the hall of the Imperial Court. This was the first time she had come to such a place for fun. Of course, she had to have fun. He Yenji reached out and pulled Little Chi in front of him. He told her seriously, "Didn't you ask me what your grandmother said to me before? Not letting you appear in this kind of place is one of the conditions I promised her. Do you want to make things difficult for me?" Little Chi pouted unhappily. "Will you listen to me?" Little Chi took a deep breath and finally nodded in compromise. "All right then. I'll listen to you for now. When he became an adult, he would have to think about it carefully. Ji Chu, take good care of sister-in-law." He Yenji pushed Little Chi to Ji Chu. "Don't worry, Brother He," Ji Chu stood at the side and replied solemnly. Little Chi walked out of the Imperial Court with some disappointment. She got into He Yenji's car and waited for Ji Chu to send her back to the hotel. It turned out that He Yenji had promised her grandmother such a thing. Since they were talking about conditions, then her grandmother should have made it difficult for that fool. "Sister-in-law, just listen to Brother He. No matter what, he won't hurt you. It's always for your own good." On the way back, Ji Chu helped He Yenji put in a good word for him in front of Little Chi. Chapter 11:24. I know he's doing this for my own good. However, Little Chi was worried that He Yenji would mistreat himself for her own good. In the manager's office in the Imperial Court, He Yenji sat on the office chair with two subordinates standing behind him. He was waiting for the manager's arrival. The account book had already been handed over. Logically speaking, the manager's goal should have been achieved, but he didn't take the opportunity to escape. Could it be that there was something he wanted here? "Brother He, you're looking for me." The manager pushed the door open and entered. His tone was no different from usual. "It's not a big deal. It's just that I went to the Jianchuan branch office in the morning and was detained. I was interrogated for 10 minutes, He Yenji answered slowly as he adjusted his gloves. "Is it because of the murder case?" "Manager, where is the account book of the Imperial Court?" He Yenji saw that the manager was still trying to escape, so he went straight to the point. "This." The manager was stunned for a moment, then said cunningly, "You asked me to cooperate with the police investigation, so I handed it over to the police. The police didn't want to investigate the business of the Imperial Court. I already asked before I left." He Yenji mercilessly exposed him. After saying that, Yinji placed the account book he had taken from the police on the desk. Aren't you being too careless? Seeing this, the manager's expression changed. He knew that he couldn't hide it anymore, so he said, I didn't expect you to collude with the police. You're wrong. Yinji sneered and got up from the chair. I've already divided your so-called account book into 2 parts and handed it over to the police in advance. As for your report on the criminal transactions of the Imperial Court, I've already handed it over to the police. You schemed against me. The manager immediately understood that he had fallen into Yinji's trap. No one killed people in 301 because you killed people there and then dumped the bodies there. You wanted to ruin the reputation of the Imperial Court and take the opportunity to suppress Brother Yang. Am I right? Seeing that his plan had been exposed, the manager no longer hid it. I underestimated you. You call me Brother He on the surface, but you've always been unconvinced, right? What kind of conditions did that long guy give you to make you betray Brother Yang? That's none of your business. The manager tilted his head, unwilling to reveal more. Of course it's none of my business, but don't forget, what happened in the 21st century will be found out sooner or later. At that time, you won't be facing me, but the police, Yinji said coldly as he leaned against the edge of the office chair. You won't be able to find any evidence. I've already destroyed it. Are you talking about surveillance or something else? Yinji raised the manager. The few people who entered 21 are all suspects. Looking at the time, the police have already taken action. Do you think they will confess to you? The manager was stunned again. Don't blame me for not giving you a chance. What else does Long want from me? The manager's psychological defense was broken bit by bit, but he still hoped to get lucky. It's fine if you don't want to tell me. Yinji clenched his fists and grabbed the manager's lapel. Do you think you still have a choice? You've probably heard how I got to where I am today. Do you want to have a taste of my fist? Brother He, let us handle this kind of thing. The 2 henchmen behind Yinji immediately stepped forward and said. No need. Yinji directly threw the man out. I don't like it when people are backstabbed. Either tell me or die. Chapter 11:25. In the eyes of others, Yinji was rarely ruthless. However, some of Brother Yang's subordinates had seen Yinji get angry. When the manager saw that Yinji was really angry, he immediately got up from the ground. I was just greedy for money. I was bribed by Brother Long. He didn't order me to do anything else. I just took a fancy to a woman from Imperial Court and wanted to take her away with me. Do you think I believe that? Yinji asked. It doesn't matter if you say it or not. Anyway, when we get to the police station, you'll spit it all out. When the manager heard the words police station, he immediately waved his hand. I didn't kill her. It was Brother Long's men. Then do you know why your Brother Long needed you to be there at that time? Because if someone dies, none of you can escape responsibility. Do you think you just took the money to help frame Imperial Court? No, you sacrificed yourself. Because once this matter is found out by the police, you and the murderers won't be able to escape. As for him, he only needs to spend some money and use his connections. Who can prove that he hired someone to kill someone? After hearing Yinji's analysis, the manager became even more terrified. Brother He, I don't want to go to jail. Tell the police everything that needs to be said. Try to get your sentence reduced. After saying that, Yinji gestured for the 2 subordinates behind him to send the manager directly to the police station. After that, Yinji called Brother Yang and briefly explained what had happened, as well as the investigation that Imperial Court might face in the future. After Brother Yang heard this, he was very pleased. You're the most reliable of the few people under you. It doesn't matter if Imperial Court is gone. We still have other shops to support. Most importantly, we can't let the police continue to investigate. Don't worry, the police won't be able to find any more. This was the prerequisite for He Yanji to hand in the list and clues. However, he also added a few new things to the list. Now, the one to suffer will be that long fellow, right? Brother Yang, please wait and watch the show. Yanji, I only trust you now. Do well. Sooner or later, this chair of mine will be yours. After saying that, Brother Yang hung up the phone. However, this made He Yanji frown. It was impossible for him to say that he didn't want to be the boss. After all, he had embarked on this path. However, he believed that Brother Yang was also a good boss. He had never mistreated him. Therefore, he couldn't bring himself to pull Brother Yang down. After handing him over, He Yanji left the Imperial Court. As for the rest, the police would give the Imperial Dynasty an answer. But since they handed over the books, it meant that the Imperial Dynasty was going to seal them up. However, losing an Imperial Dynasty to take down that surnamed Long was worth it. Soon, the police arrested and interrogated the people involved. Because there were 5 or 6 people, they set up traps for each other and quickly found out the cause and effect of the murder. Among them, the murderer was Brother Long's underling. Therefore, this fire quickly burned onto Brother Long. That was because the clues that He Yanji gave included a few illegal businesses that Brother Long had been involved in after coming from the north. The police quickly summoned Brother Long. Of course, it wasn't a big deal to just summon him. The key was how to take the last few steps. However, just hearing the news that Brother Long had been summoned made Brother Yang feel good. In the hotel, Little Chi waited for He Yanji for the entire afternoon. Because she had promised her mother that she would go home today, if He Yanji didn't go home, there would be no need for a date on Saturday. However, since he had something to do, she would spare him. Little Chi picked up her school bag and was about to go home when He Yanji suddenly pushed the door open and came in. You're leaving. I'm going home today. He Yanji grabbed Little Chi and pressed her against the wall. He lifted her chin and kissed her. Don't even think about going anywhere. Chapter 11:26. After the kiss, Little Chi's face was bright red. She leaned against the wall with an unnatural expression. But I promised my mother that I would go home today. Have dinner with me before you leave. He Yanji held her hand and said, 2 days ago, you spent so much effort to decorate the room. I haven't enjoyed it yet. I have to make up for it today. Little Chi followed He Yanji back to the living room and was pressed down on the sofa by him. Sit down. Let me do it today. Is everything settled? Little Chi couldn't help but ask when she saw him roll up his sleeves. Don't you trust your husband that much? He Yanji lowered his head and tidied up the coffee table. Then, he pulled Little Chi up and pushed her into the bedroom. Come out when I tell you to. So mysterious. The couple was about to have a sweet dinner when Little Chi received a call from Mama Xing. You heartless little girl. It's your grandfather's birthday today. Why aren't you home yet? Little Chi was stunned for a moment before she reacted. No wonder her mother wanted her to go home last night. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'll be right back. At least you have a conscience. Mama Xing wasn't really angry. She just turned her head and thought about Little Chi and He Yanji's matter. She became a little serious. If you want to bring someone home, that's fine. But if your grandfather sees through it, I won't help you. Little Chi glanced at He Yanji and had no intention of avoiding him. She covered He Yanji's hand. It's my grandfather's birthday. Do you want to go? He Yanji knew that he wouldn't be able to have the candlelight dinner, but he didn't answer little Chi. He just put on his coat while little Chi was talking to her grandmother. When little Chi hung up, he held little Chi's hand and said, "I'll take you home." "He Yenji, I'm not afraid of your family. I just don't want to embarrass you." He Yenji rubbed little Chi's head and smiled warmly. "I can wait. When the time is right, when you're an adult, I'll get your family to hand you over to me." After hearing this, little Chi tiptoed and hugged He Yenji's neck. "I'll wait for that day." He Yenji picked her up and brought her down the hotel parking lot. Soon, he sent little Chi back to the banyan courtyard. Outside the iron gate, little Chi waved at He Yenji. "See you tomorrow." He Yenji leaned against the car door and nodded. "See you tomorrow." It was not that he did not want to appear in front of the Xing family as a boyfriend and tell them the story between him and Xiao Wan openly. It was just that his current identity and what he was doing made him lack the confidence to do so. Although he did not think that he had done anything wrong, he did not have enough confidence in front of the Xing family. Lil Wan would be scolded by her family. Lil Wan would be caught in a dilemma between him and her family. This was something he didn't want to see. Therefore, he could temporarily endure not being able to join Lil Wan's life. One day, he would do it openly. He Yenji prepared himself mentally. Then, he turned around and prepared to drive away. However, when he turned around, he saw Tang Xiaobao, who was riding a bicycle to the Xing family's house. The two of them already had a grudge against each other. Now that they met on a narrow road, Tang Xiaobao was naturally not going to be polite. "You can't get in, right?" "I can't get in." He Yenji nodded and admitted. "You'd better not let me catch you." With that, Tang Xiaobao pushed the bicycle through the iron gate. He only left a view of his back for He Yenji. Chapter 11:27. It had to be said that this was the first time He Yenji was envious of someone else's background. This was because the Tang family could enter this iron door at any time and easily gain the favor and recognition of the Xing family. There was even the possibility of the elders wanting to matchmake the younger generation. He Yenji was so envious that his heart ached. The banyan courtyard was bustling with noise and excitement. Although Papa Xing had already said that he did not want to make a big fuss about his birthday, he was still very happy to see a room full of people coming to celebrate his birthday. The small kitchen in the banyan courtyard had also specially prepared a special birthday banquet for Papa Xing. In fact, Mama Xing and Papa Xing had long moved back to the Xing family. However, Mama Xing still suggested that they celebrate her husband's birthday in the banyan courtyard because she was thinking about little Chi. If she was willing to bring He Yenji, then perhaps she would not be so nervous in the banyan courtyard. However, when she saw little Chi go home alone, she could not tell if she was relieved or a little disappointed. He Yenji, that child, should have both bearing and cultivation. She had thought, "Sai, Xiaoqin, look at that child from the Tang family. He's so good. He's so compatible with Wan Wan." While Papa Xing was drinking tea, he sized up the Tang family Xiaobao. This child was becoming more and more masculine. He was about to become an adult. If he really had feelings for his granddaughter, it would indeed be a good idea to matchmake them. After all, they knew the Tang family very well. Mama Xing frowned and looked at Tang Xiaobao. A moment later, she answered her husband, "That child from the Tang family is a rare talent, but your granddaughter doesn't like him. You should give up." Papa Xing was a little puzzled. Why would such a talented boy? You'll know in the future. Mama Xing could not expose him, but even without He Yenji's matter, Mama Xing would not have agreed to let Papa Xing matchmake them. If a woman did not marry the man she liked, wouldn't she have lived her life in vain? Papa Xing pouted and looked at his wife. He thought that Mama Xing would like this pair with him. A moment later, Master Xiao entered the living room. Everyone quickly stood up from the living room because of his status as the head of the family. Master Xiao unbuttoned his suit jacket and turned to look at his daughter. There was a questioning look in his eyes, as if he was asking, "Where is everyone else?" Little Qi shrugged and did not answer. Xing Xiao did not say anything else. He turned around and returned to the bedroom. A moment later, he changed into a set of home clothes and returned to the guests. Little Qi didn't feel good either. In fact, she had the courage to introduce He Yanji to her grandfather, but she also knew He Yanji's concerns. Soon, the family gathered around the dining table for the dinner. Papa Xing was happy to see the two children and asked, "Xiao Xian, are you in love?" "Grandpa Xing, I'm not," Tang Xiaobao asked. "Then why don't you come here more often recently? You and Wanwan grew up together. No one else can compare to your feelings for each other." Mama Xing pinched her husband's thigh hard under the table at Papa Xing's words. "To say." Papa Xing grimaced. "You guys eat. Don't mind him." Mama Xing quickly called out to everyone. Master, Xiao said. Xiao said. At this moment, Xing Xiao put down his chopsticks and looked at his daughter. Could it be that his daughter could not even muster up this bit of courage? Little Qi put down her bowl and chopsticks, then pushed her chair away and left. She ran out of the banyan courtyard. Sure enough, she saw He Yanji's car at the iron gate. Chapter 11:28. Little Qi rushed up and grabbed He Yanji's hand. She led him past the iron gate and directly into the Xing family's hall. He Yanji was stunned, especially when he saw the people in the Xing family's house. He did not expect little Qi to be so brave. "Grandpa, this is my boyfriend. Don't try to matchmake him." Little Qi introduced He Yanji to all the family members. Papa Xing looked at the young man who suddenly appeared in the living room in shock. He looked at Xing Xiao and his wife from left to right and found that their expressions were normal. It was obvious that they already knew. He Yanji, on the other hand, was very nervous, but since he was here, he would take it easy. So, he bowed slightly to Papa Xing and said, "Happy birthday." Papa Xing felt a little awkward, so he asked his wife in a low voice, "Why didn't you tell me earlier? You're the one who doesn't have good eyesight." "Come and sit," Xing Xiao said and gestured for fifth aunt to add a chair next to little Qi. At times like this, He Yanji could always show off his good manners. No one could tell that he carried a dangerous and bandit aura. "Whose child is this?" Papa Xing quickly asked when he saw the situation. "Grandpa Xing, my name is He Yanji." He Yanji. Papa Xing muttered the name. He felt that it was a little familiar, but he could not remember it for a while. "I feel like I've heard it somewhere before." How could he not have heard of the popular big shot in Jianchuan? Mama Xing thought to herself. At that moment, Tang Xiaobao suddenly put down his bowl and chopsticks and asked He Yanji, "Do you dare to tell the Xing family here what you do?" The atmosphere in the living room suddenly became tense because of Tang Xiaobao's words, especially between He Yanji and Tang Xiaobao. The grudge between them had not just been formed. "Young man, is there some misunderstanding?" Papa Xing immediately tried to smooth things over. "Do you dare?" Tang Xiaobao did not go down the stairs. Instead, he continued to be aggressive. In contrast, He Yanji appeared much calmer. He stood up from his chair and bowed to everyone to apologize. He was very straightforward. "I'm very sorry. I'm from the underworld." Mixed. Dao. Papa Xing was shocked when he heard this. He looked at Xing Xiao. What was going on? Little Chi really could not bear to see Tang Xiaobao humiliate He Yanji like this. She stood up with a thud and said loudly, "Grandpa, He Yanji and I have known each other for 5 years. I'll tell you the truth. I've liked him for 5 years. No matter how the Xing family views him or his identity, I must be with him. Tang Xiaobao, I know that you have a strong sense of justice and that you have an extraordinary background, but can you not force your way of thinking on others? Could it be that other people are different from what you think, that they don't walk the right path? What righteous path is he taking?" Tang Xiaobao pointed at He Yanji and questioned Little Chi. "Little Xian, go back and ask your father who did the meritorious deeds recently." Seeing that the situation was about to get out of control, Master Xiao immediately came out to control the situation. "Some things aren't what you think." Tang Xiaobao opened his mouth but did not say anything because he knew that since Master Xiao said that, there must be a reason behind it. "I don't want to speak up for him, but there are some words that he can't say himself." Everyone understood what Master Xiao meant. It seemed that He Yanji's identity was not that simple. Even Little Chi was shocked. Could it be that there was something He Yanji had not told her? Chapter 1129. Just as the atmosphere was getting awkward, Mu Chi-Chi pushed the door open and entered. When she saw the table full of people, she immediately smiled. "Fortunately, I came back in time. Yanji is here too. Auntie." He Yanji stood up again and bowed respectfully. Mu Chi-Chi waved her hand and gestured for him to sit down. Then, she walked to Xing Zhao's side and sat down. She asked curiously, "Why don't you all look well?" Tang Xiaobao knew that this matter had started because of him, so he said to He Yanji, "I admit that what I did just now was a little immoral, but I treat Little Chi as my own sister. I don't want her to go astray. We grew up together. I know she suffered a lot for you. Uncle Xiao said that I'll think of a way to figure it out. If you don't change my mind, I still won't be able to change my attitude towards you. Do you still want to fight? I'll be waiting for you anytime." He Yanji smiled calmly. From this young man's words and actions, Papa Xing could see his good points. He was neither fast nor slow, mature and steady. Even though he was treated like this, he could still restrain himself and be polite. It was no wonder that his son would speak up for him. Seeing that the atmosphere was gradually easing, Little Chi also calmly sat down and said to Tang Xiaobao, "I know you're doing it for my own good. My attitude just now wasn't good. I'm used to it." Tang Xiaobao snorted. However, he was really curious about He Yanji. To be able to make Xing Xiao speak up for him, this kid might not be as simple as he seemed. This is considered a miracle in our Xing family. I didn't expect 8th brother to tolerate having a son-in-law who's in the underworld. However, he kid, I haven't approved of you. We still have to wait and see. Do you know how to play chess? Papa Xing suddenly asked. He Yanji nodded. A little. Accompany me later. Papa Xing made the arrangements. He had to find out if this kid had anything in his stomach. Okay. He Yanji nodded and agreed. He had no intention of having stage fright at all. After dinner, He Yanji really accompanied Papa Xing to play chess in the living room. At this time, Little Chi saw the lonely Tang Xiaobao in the courtyard, so she walked behind Tang Xiaobao and poked his back. What's wrong? What does it feel like to like someone? Tang Xiaobao sat on the chair, not understanding. You have an ambiguous partner. Tang Xiaobao turned his head and rolled his eyes at her. It's because I find it inconceivable that you're willing to sacrifice your life for love. You'll know when you actually encounter it, is that so? Tang Xiaobao murmured, then stood up from the chair. I'm going home to report. The next time you come, can you not be at odds with Yenji? Little Chi asked his back. Depends on my mood. Tang Xiaobao did not turn around. He waved his hand and his figure quickly disappeared at the end of the road. Little Chi returned to the living room and saw an old man and a young man at the coffee table. They were working hard, and Papa Xing would ask Yenji many questions from time to time. From this, Papa Xing was certain that Yenji did not come from a simple background. He was completely different from those people from all walks of life. A person in a grassroots environment could not cultivate the aura of nobility. That kind of natural thing could only be formed in the circle of nobles. Especially when it came to the field of vision, men would only be able to grasp those things easily after they had truly seen it. I'm getting more and more curious about your true identity. Papa Xing rubbed his chin and said to Yenji while playing chess. Chapter 1130. The first thing Tang Xiaobao did when he returned home was to look for his father to confirm Yenji's identity. Since Master Xiao could say that, it was enough to prove that Yenji was not as simple as he looked. Dad, I told you to pay attention to Yenji before, right? But you didn't tell me the truth at all. Tang Xiaobao chased after Tang Yen and said, I'm your biological son. So what if you're my biological son? There are some things you shouldn't ask, and there are some people you shouldn't know. When you get to the point where even I have to bow my head to you, you can order me to tell you everything, Tang Yen said to Tang Xiaobao sternly. You're right. How is that possible? Tang Xiaobao was unconvinced. I just want to know, does that kid Yenji have a close relationship with the police? Tang Yen looked down at the newspaper and did not say anything. However, his attitude had already tacitly agreed to everything. I'll find out sooner or later. I don't need you to tell me. Tang Xiaobao saw that his father was unwilling to reveal a single word, so he went back to his room in a fit of pique. Tang Yen knew that this child wanted to be strong. However, Yenji's identity was an encrypted document. How could he answer casually? Any question related to Yenji's identity could put his life in danger. In the room, Tang Xiaobao sat on the bed. He felt very uncomfortable because he did not want to admit defeat to Yenji. However, if Yenji was really an informant or undercover agent of the police, then it was very likely that he would bring endless trouble to Yenji. He naturally had this sense of right and wrong. However, if he did not fight with that kid, he would never be able to take it lying down. Little Chi was also so curious that she couldn't sit still. When she saw Yenji calmly sitting in the living room playing chess with her grandfather, she couldn't help but be curious. She walked to Yenji's side and sat down. She asked Boss He, what did my father mean by that? Which sentence? Boss He played dumb. The sentence that I asked Tang Xiaobao to go back and ask Uncle Tang. Little Chi glared at him. This person was doing it on purpose to tease her. Then why don't you ask Uncle? You know he won't say it. Little Chi was a little angry and acted shamelessly beside Yenji. Papa Xing clicked his tongue when he saw that. It was the first time he saw his granddaughter like that. Sure enough, girls in love were more terrifying. There are some things I can't answer. Yenji looked at Little Chi with rare patience. Do you understand? Although Little Chi was helpless, she knew that there were some things that she couldn't ask, so she could only give up. Then how long will you be down there? It's already 11 o'clock. Hearing Little Chi's reminder, Papa Xing raised his hand and looked at his watch. It's really 11 o'clock. Then I won't go downstairs. Then I'll send him home. Little Chi excitedly pulled Yenji up. I'll spoil you. Papa Xing couldn't do anything about Little Chi. Actually, he quite liked that kid, Yenji. He was a talented man, and he was well hidden. He was polite and cultured, and he was a big shot in the underworld. He really couldn't tell that he was someone who would use a knife to chop people. Mama Xing smiled when she saw that her husband was rarely happy. It seems that you have been conquered by this grandson-in-law. Not at all. The most important thing is that Wan Wan likes it. Papa Xing wouldn't admit that he was just messing around. If this child can come and play chess with me often, it wouldn't be bad. Actually, it's not impossible for the Xing family to find a big shot son-in-law, right? Chapter 1131. Why did you conquer my grandfather again? After walking out of the Xing family's iron gate, little Qi held He Yanji's arm and said, I'm a little jealous. Can't you praise me for doing well? He Yanji held her hand and put it in his pants pocket. After hearing He Yanji's request, little Qi suddenly stopped in her tracks and faced He Yanji. Then, she tiptoed and kissed him on the lips. You did well. He Yanji enjoyed it very much. He held little Qi in his arms. After a while, he said helplessly, I don't want to let you go, but you have to go home and rest. The college entrance examination is coming up. From now on, you have to go home and sleep every day. No, I'll still tutor you with your homework. He Yanji added another sentence after this sentence. Only then did little Qi let him go. She could take advantage of him a lot by tutoring him with homework. Boss He's figure was quite good. Go back and rest. Then when you get home, send me a text message, little Qi requested. Got it. After He Yanji answered, he took out his car keys and left the Xing family's house with a rare smile on his face. However, when he returned to the hotel and got out of the car, he was stopped by someone. He Yanji maintained a high level of vigilance and was not successfully attacked by the other party. The two of them fought in the parking lot. The two of them were evenly matched, and neither of them had the advantage. It was not until a beam of light from the side of the elevator hit Tang Xiaobao's face that He Yanji stopped. It's you. No matter how I think about it, I still feel that I should fight you. After Tang Xiaobao answered, he gave him another sweeping kick. All these years, Tang Xiaobao had been tempered by Tang Yan. He was no longer the Tang Xiaobao of the past. Whether it was in terms of physical fitness or fighting skills, he now had the potential to be the champion. As for He Yanji, he did not have any fighting skills, but he had a lot of fighting experience. All these years, he had fought with many experts. Therefore, it was not easy to determine the victor between the two of them. 5 years ago, you interfered in the matter between me and Xiao Wan. It's time for you to quit, right? The two of them fought in the parking lot. In the end, both of them were injured, and neither of them gained the upper hand. I never believed that someone like you could be liked by Xing Qingwan. You're just a hooligan, but I seem to have underestimated you. The two of them lay on the ground, unable to move. However, it was also because of this that they could finally open their hearts and talk. I once had an enviable background and a good education, so I never thought that you had anything to brag about. After hearing He Yanji's words, Tang Xiaobao sat up from the ground and wiped the blood from the corner of his mouth. If you bully Xing Qingwan in the future, I won't let you off. Although I hate your self-righteousness, I have to say that you're really doing it for little Wan's good, so I won't argue with you. At least, on this point, I can't replace you. He Yanji also showed his magnanimity. As a matter of fact, although Tang Xiaobao was a sharp and extreme person, it was precisely because he was still in his youth. At the same time, he admitted his mistake and let go. This also meant that the children educated by the Tang family would not be wrong. Let's spar more often in the future. Although, who knows why I like to fight with a gangster. Tang Xiaobao stood up calmly and left in front of He Yanji. He Yanji sat on the ground and could not help but laugh. Actually, this person was quite cute. Chapter 1132. After Tang Xiaobao left, He Yinji turned around and entered the hotel's special elevator. However, his extraordinary vigilance told him that there were people watching him. The police hadn't even started summoning him, and Long was already unable to hold back. He Yinji smiled faintly and returned to his room. The next day, Long was summoned by the police to investigate the murder case in the imperial court. Of course, there were other criminal cases that Long was involved in. However, Long was not someone who was easy to deal with. After knowing that he had been tricked by He Yinji, he had already discussed it with his lawyer overnight. It was just a matter of finding a few scapegoats. It was very easy. Under normal circumstances, when something like this happened, he would contact the police. However, this was Jianchuan. Jianchuan's public security had been ranked first for many years. Naturally, the gangs were not as fierce as other places. However, even though Long could find a scapegoat, he had still attracted the attention of the police. It would be impossible for him to cause any more trouble in a short period of time. Of course, it would also depend on whether he was brave enough to do so. After causing such a murder case, no one gained the upper hand in the end. He had thought that Brother Yang would suffer a heavy loss when the imperial court closed. However, now that Long was restricted everywhere and his business could not be carried out, in the end, he would be the one who suffered the most. Moreover, this matter was not over yet. However, this grudge was getting deeper and deeper. It was so deep that Brother Long ordered his brothers not to miss any opportunity to kill He Yinji, even if it was only a little. He wanted to find an opportunity to remove this thorn in his side. He Yinji, on the other hand, was the same as usual. He usually dealt with matters in the gang. The rest of the time, he tutored little Chi for her exams. After all, it was going to be her big day. After the incident in the imperial court, Brother Yang's trust in He Yinji had reached an unprecedented level. It was even more than the other brothers who had been working under Brother Yang. Moreover, Brother Yang's health had obviously not been good recently. Everyone already had different thoughts in their hearts, but they could not say it out loud. Is Brother Yang trying to groom He Yinji to take over his position as number one? Therefore, He Yinji had no idea that he had unknowingly made a lot of enemies. Soon, little Chi would be taking the college entrance examination. In the past few days, He Yinji had focused on her lessons. The two of them often stayed late. Because of this, Master Xiao had given them special privileges. Little Chi did not have to go home for the night. Therefore, during this period of time, it was both hard and happy for little Chi. Although she had to do these annoying test papers every day, she could be with He Yinji all the time. I have 3 days off before the college entrance examination. Can you accompany me to play around? After being tortured for almost a month, little Chi was starting to complain. He Yinji lowered his head and looked at her hand that was writing the test paper. He couldn't help but laugh. I've been dealing with the matters of the gang for 100 days. When I come back at night to help you with your homework, I haven't even said anything, and you're already complaining about it. Studying is very tiring. My head hurts. Little Chi deliberately rubbed her head. Got it. In those 3 days, you can play however you want, He Yinji agreed. However, if he had known that little Chi was going to play that kind of trick, he would not have nodded even if he was beaten to death. After all, he was a big shot. Chapter 1133. However, 2 days before little Chi's holiday, Brother Yang was seriously ill and was sent to the hospital overnight. However, the people who knew about it did not inform He Yinji. Brother Yang's trusted subordinates knew that Brother Yang liked He Yinji. They wanted to secretly inform Yenji, but they were locked in the basement by the other big shots. They were already anxious and wanted to take the top spot. After Brother Yang woke up from his illness, he looked for Yenji's figure and trusted aides. However, the other hall masters told Brother Yang that Yenji didn't care about his life at all. After knowing that Brother Yang was seriously ill, he became extremely arrogant. Moreover, he took out a photo that he got from somewhere, implying that Yenji was an undercover police agent. It was the hurried battle between Yenji and Tang Xiaobao in the parking lot. Brother Yang, this kid has close ties with the police and the Xing family. That long guy was fooled by him. I think you trust him too much. That's right. This kid relies on you to protect him and does whatever he wants outside. I think if anything happens to Brother Yang, it'll be hard for us old bones to survive. The few of them took turns to sow discord in front of Brother Yang. They tried their best to blame Yenji. Brother Yang was already seriously ill and didn't like to talk, so he didn't express his opinion. After all, he had been the boss for many years. How could he not see through these people's tricks? It was very simple. His trusted aide wasn't by his side. This meant that this group of people had already put his trusted aide under house arrest and wanted to seize power. This hospital was probably also controlled by these people, right? In this life, Brother Yang had a few lovers, but he didn't marry. Of course, he had children, but they were illegitimate. He didn't even have anyone to pass the message to, and his phone wasn't by his side. Brother Yang was a little sad. When there was no one guarding the ward, he found the boy playing in the hospital garden. He could only take the risk and ask him to deliver a message. He didn't know if Yenji would be able to receive it. It was also his fault for not being as vigilant as before in the past few years. His control over the various hall masters was also extremely lax. He had originally thought that they were all brothers. When they were old and retired, they could drink tea and play cards together. He didn't expect that these old guys would still want his position. The person he valued could only be Yenji. If Yenji could resolve this crisis, he would give up his position as the boss. In fact, Yenji had long noticed that something was amiss. In the past 2 days, he had called Brother Yang several times, but no one had answered. Therefore, he went to Brother Yang's villa. However, there was someone guarding the door. Yenji was not stupid. Naturally, he knew that this was the prelude to a storm. He found a few unfamiliar faces and learned about the whereabouts of the other hall masters. Finally, he locked onto Sacred Heart Hospital in Jianchuan. Knowing that Brother Yang was in the hospital, he couldn't act rashly. Yenji had to be patient and look for Brother Yang's confidants. Brother He, right now, the mouths of the various hall's lackeys are all very tight. We are unable to obtain any useful information. However, the more it is like this, the more it means that there is a problem. After running errands for the whole day, Shi Chu returned to the hotel to report to Yenji. Do you think Brother Yang was locked up by them? Go and find out the whereabouts of a few of the hall master's assistants in the past few days, Yenji said to Shi Chu. We have to think of a way to get Brother Yang out of the hospital first. But why is Brother Yang so easily controlled? Is he really so sick that he's confused? You don't need to know about these things. Yenji patted Shi Chu on the shoulder and replied. Chapter 1134. Originally, he had promised to go out with little Chi tomorrow, but from the looks of it, it was impossible. Therefore, after finishing the last day of tutoring, Yenji looked at little Chi and explained to her apologetically, Tomorrow, I plan to take you out to relax, but there's trouble in the gang, so I might be a little busy these few days. I won't be able to go out with you. After little Chi heard this, she suddenly turned around and looked at He Yenji's chin. What trouble? Brother Yang might be under house arrest. I want to save him, He Yenji said frankly. Will that be dangerous? I can't lie to you and say that there's no danger at all, but I can promise that I will never leave your side. He Yenji pressed her head and said, I don't care about anyone else, but Brother Yang has been very kind to me over the past few years. He has never made things difficult for me, so no matter what, I will save him. Then, can you accompany me tomorrow afternoon? Just one afternoon. Little Chi raised her index finger and promised, it won't delay the night. I know it's more convenient for you to move at night. Got it. He Yenji nodded and kissed the top of Little Chi's head. I'll make time for you. Don't worry. With Mr. He's tutoring for so long, I won't have a problem with the college entrance examination. Moreover, what are these 3 days? When I'm done with the college entrance examination, I'll have a lot of time to pester you. I also want to learn to be a big shots woman. Little Chi's words made He Yenji feel both helpless and doting, so he turned her face and rubbed her lips for a long time. After Grandma is gone, all I've done is repay the kindness and be with you. This is all the meaning of my life. Little Chi turned around emotionally and lay in He Yenji's arms. At this moment, she couldn't say anything. She just felt that she was very lucky and very happy. Then, in case I become a bargaining chip for others to deal with you, I'll stay at home for the next few days. Don't worry. Good girl. He Yenji rubbed Little Chi's head. He was lucky that this girl understood him better than ordinary girls and was also sensible. But you have to promise me that there will be no harm. I promise you. Little Chi was satisfied with the answer. After dinner with He Yenji, she returned to the banyan courtyard. In the living room, Xing Xiao was reading documents. He looked up and was a little surprised to see his daughter. Are you finally willing to come back? Dad, don't I miss you? Little Chi put down her school bag and sat beside Xing Xiao. Do you think I won't believe you? Xing Xiao was very calm. One had to know what Mu Chi was like back then. She could disown her own family for him, so he really did not believe that their daughter would still remember that she had parents when it came to love. Dad, if He Yenji is in danger, will you help him? Little Chi lay on the sand and asked Xing Xiao. That depends on whether he's worth saving. This time, Xing Xiao did not even lift his eyelids. It looks like he's in trouble. Little Chi opened her mouth. Could she say that her father was really perceptive? Don't worry, this kid doesn't need your dad's help. That was good. In that case, Little Chi would focus on preparing the things to play tomorrow afternoon. He Yenji had said it himself. She could play however she wanted. In other words, no matter how big the scale, it wouldn't be a problem. Chapter 1135. That night, He Yenji stood outside Sacred Heart Hospital and observed the surrounding geographical environment. Ji Chu also completed his task and returned to He Yenji's side. The subordinates of those hall masters have been following them closely. They haven't gone anywhere else. So, I'm guessing that the person brother he is looking for is probably hiding in their house. Or rather, in Brother Yang's house. Don't worry about this for now. We have to think of a way to sneak in. It'll be hard on you tonight. Observe the environment of the hospital and see which hall masters are the most lax in monitoring the hospital. Don't worry about it. Leave it to me. Ji Chu nodded. What about He Yenji? He planned to go to the hospital surveillance room to take a look. He wanted to find Brother Yang's current location. The hall masters were all brothers that Brother Yang had trusted for many years. If, they joined forces and numbed their subordinates, then Brother Yang would be in a very dangerous situation. Of course, those hall masters wanted to monitor He Yanji's movements, but He Yanji had always been untraceable. This was the advantage of never having an entourage when he went out. He didn't have the airs of a big boss. Therefore, he could easily sneak into the hospital. In the end, he confirmed that Brother Yang's ward was at the end of the 11th floor of the inpatient department. There were several brothers guarding it. Then, He Yanji confirmed that the flow of people into the ward was concentrated at that time. If it was the same tomorrow, then he could disguise himself as a doctor and enter the ward. In the ward, Brother Yang was indeed seriously ill. When he was young, he didn't care about his life and wasted his body. Now that he was in his prime, he was full of illness. His liver was abnormal and there was a shadow in his lungs. He still couldn't confirm what the shadow was, but he knew that he didn't have much time left. He had enjoyed all these years. He hadn't made this trip in vain. He was just worried that after he left, the gang would fall apart. Those hall masters would definitely join forces to bully He Yanji. He didn't know if that kid could withstand it. It had been a day and a night, but there was no movement from that kid. The news hadn't spread. However, with that kid's shrewdness, he wouldn't be so slow. So, maybe he was already outside making arrangements. He Yanji had not rested for a day and a night. He Yanji was indeed very tired. However, other than dealing with Brother Yang's matter, he promised little Chi that he would accompany her in the afternoon. Therefore, He Yanji let Ji Chu rest in the morning. In the afternoon, he would continue to monitor the hospital for him. Little Chi was very excited, but she wasn't happy for herself. She knew that before Brother Yang was rescued, He Yanji's heart would be tense. Therefore, she could not be so selfish. She had arranged for the afternoon purely because she wanted He Yanji to relax and be happy. In order to keep the appointment, He Yanji returned to the hotel in the afternoon. When he opened the door, there was nothing unusual in the room. However, when he entered the bedroom, his face turned green. This was because little Chi had taken a bunch of similar sex toys and placed them on the bed. She was wearing her big white rabbit pajamas and knelt by the bed to study the use of those things. He Yanji immediately took off his windbreaker and draped it over her. "Do you know what you're doing? Didn't you say that you would play with me?" Little Chi turned around and blinked at He Yanji with an innocent expression. "Xiao Wan. Now is not the time for you to do these things. Where did you learn them?" Little Chi grabbed the things on the bed and looked at him. "You're talking about these things. If this is what you mean by playing with you, I'll send you home." He Yanji was a little helpless. Who had led his girlfriend astray? "Wait." Little Chi quickly explained, "These are dance props. I just want to show you a new dance." Chapter 1136. After He Yanji heard this, he heaved a sigh of relief. "Why didn't you say so earlier? You didn't let me say it either." Little Chi touched her fluffy rabbit ears and said, "And, what were you thinking about just now?" Boss He's expression was a little unnatural. What else could he think about? His soul was about to leave his body. He was so scared by her that he broke out in a cold sweat. He thought that she was going to play with some restricted stuff, so He Yanji quickly changed the topic. "Aren't we going to dance? Let's begin." Little Chi secretly smiled and pushed Boss He onto the bed. "Lie down." He Yanji knew that this girl wouldn't let him off so easily, so he pretended to be serious and sat up from the bed. He coughed lightly and said, "Can I sit?" "Sure." Little Chi nodded. In fact, she couldn't help but smile. How could it be so fun to tease this person? In the past, He Yanji had taken her to skip class, go through the woods, and snatch her first kiss and hug when she wasn't paying attention. Why did he become so well-behaved now that he had become a big shot? Little Chi really wanted to dance. She learned it from the internet. It was said that it was especially useful to coax her boyfriend. It could make him happy and full of happiness. Those who had tried it all said it was good. With this mentality, Little Chi wore a fluffy rabbit suit and found the accompaniment on her phone. She learned from the video and began to twist in front of Yenji. Yenji looked at the fluffy rabbit in front of him and couldn't help but pull Little Chi over and hold her tightly in his arms. "What are you doing?" Little Chi resisted. Why did this person suddenly go crazy? "Stop dancing, huh?" Yenji's voice became low and full of desire. "I'm afraid I won't be able to stand it if you keep jumping. But I've only danced a short distance. There's still more." Yenji couldn't hold it in anymore. He turned over and pressed Little Chi under his body. This fluffy rabbit actually made his heart itch all the time. "Don't test my self-control anymore, Xiaowan. Can't hold it in anymore." Little Chi lay on the bed and asked as she wrapped her arms around Yenji's neck. "Okay." Yenji couldn't help but nod. "I'm going to take a shower." After saying that, he was about to get up from the bed, but Little Chi hooked his neck. "I want to kiss you." "No, if I kiss you, I won't be able to control myself," Yenji refused seriously. Little Chi didn't care. She raised her head and offered her soft, thin lips. At this moment, Yenji felt that a string in his brain seemed to have broken just like that. In the beginning, he could still restrain himself and close his eyes to refuse. However, when he felt the delicate tongue probing him, he could no longer hold it in. He began to respond fiercely, and his hands became forceful and possessive. "You forced my hand," kisses followed one another. Clothes ripped and sheets disheveled. But in the end, Yenji directly covered Little Chi's body with the pure white blanket and hugged her through the blanket. "Although I can't wait, I promised Uncle and your grandmother that before your 18th birthday, I won't do anything that shouldn't happen. So, don't tease me, okay? Let go of me first," Little Chi replied in a muffled voice. "I won't let go. I don't want you to see me in a sorry state." Yenji hugged her tightly. "It's not a sorry state. It's sexy," Little Chi explained. Her shirt was wide open, revealing her charming collarbone. Her hair was messy, revealing a dazed expression. That would lead people to commit a crime. "It's almost time. I'm going out. I still have business to do. Be good." Yenji quickly escaped from the room as if he was running for his life. Chapter 1137. Little Chi watched as Bossy ran away. She couldn't help but sit on the bed and laugh. It was really interesting to tease this man. She suddenly looked forward to living together in the future. What kind of scene would it be? After she went to university, she would have a better excuse to stay here. Thinking about it, Little Chi was inexplicably excited, especially when she thought of Yenji's body without any fat. For some reason, her face felt a little hot. When Yenji left the hotel, his clothes were disheveled. When Ji-Chu saw this, he couldn't help but snicker. "Brother are you sweet with sister-in-law again?" Yenji glared at Ji-Chu and adjusted his shirt. "What's the situation over there now?" "There's not much movement at the hospital, but brother some of our brothers have already spread rumors about you. They say that you're ungrateful and ungrateful." Ji-Chu felt indignant for Yenji. Thinking about it, Yenji usually treated these people well, but at the critical moment, these people would expose their true colors. Continue to keep an eye on the hospital. Since these people have been bewitched, it means that Brother Yang should have heard these words. Yenji adjusted his clothes and got into the car. Brother Yang wouldn't really believe it, would he? Ji Chu was a little worried. Whether he believes it or not, I will save him. After saying this, Yenji closed the car door. After the two of them returned to the hospital, they continued to work together. This time, Yenji stayed in the hospital surveillance room until 3 in the morning. Only then did he see his men dozing off at the door of Brother Yang's ward. Then, he brought Ji Chu to pretend to be a nurse and put the mask on his head. When Ji Chu saw this, he laughed. Brother He, you're very beautiful like this, but you're a little tall. You don't look like a girl. You should pretend to be a doctor. Doctors don't do ward rounds at 3 in the morning. Then let me take you in and try. Ji Chu walked in front, taking small steps with some shyness. Yenji walked behind him, appearing very careful and cautious. At the door of the ward, the two men were staggering. At this moment, Ji Chu pushed the door open and Yenji entered the ward in a flash. What are you doing? The two men were woken up by the sound of the door opening and immediately asked Ji Chu. Yenji pushed the cart and pointed at the thermometer. Take your temperature. Go in, go in. The two men waved their hands impatiently. Ji Chu pushed the cart into the ward. A few minutes later, he left the ward again. Therefore, no one knew that Yenji had already snuck into the ward. In the dark ward, Yenji made sure that the person on the bed was still. When there was no movement outside, he walked to the side of the bed and shook Brother Yang awake. Who? Brother Yang asked vigilantly. It's me, Yenji. Yenji pressed Brother Yang's hand and signaled him not to make a sound. You're finally here. I thought you were going to abandon me. Brother Yang propped himself up from the hospital bed and gestured for Yenji to go to the bathroom. It was easy to be heard outside. Then, the two of them huddled in the narrow space to talk. These people have rebelled. There's no need to say anything. Right now, I have the heart but not the strength to help you. Yenji, you also know that they view you as a thorn in their side and want to get rid of you as soon as possible. I intend to give you the position of the leader. What do you think? I'll get you out first. Yenji didn't express his opinion on that matter. When those people find out, they'll turn the world upside down. I have an idea. Yenji whispered into Brother Yang's ear. It was a trick to make them think that Brother Yang was dead. Then, the three of them would definitely fight to the death for the position of the leader. You're tuning into the LoveLore Library YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.